Welcome, one and all, to the McLaren Technology Centre. It's a pleasure to be here. Monaco's just wrapped up, Formula One, but today's racing is far from over, the 106th running of the Indy 500. It's a pleasure to be here. Not just me though, don't worry, it's not just me for the next 3 and a bit hours. I am of course joined by DurkChocolate, Twitch extraordinaire. I asked before, how do I introduce? Introduce yourself. Why don't you do it yourself, Dirk? All right, come on the spot.
I'm just that friendly neighbourhood F1 guy. Let's just go with that. The friendly neighbourhood.
I thought that was me. Are you taking that away from me? We'll get back.
Share.
And of course, alongside me as well, James Bardolph. Welcome, mate. How are you doing?
I am good. I had COVID last week.
Okay. Well, that's a great way to introduce yourself. I was going to say, we haven't got like a perspex sheet here. Also, you've got a tick mark on Twitter. Which,
I do.
How do I go about getting one of them?
I have no idea. I don't know how I got it.
I mean,
I think there's a Twitter gaming person somewhere, right? Who certain things will go on, and then they'll be like, all right, let's look at some people and just give them ticks. As far as I know.
I feel like by the end of this stream, maybe I'll try and open some doors. And
we need an F1 person.
I don't even know. If I knew the door to open, I would. But I don't even know who works there. So.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to Twitch chat, who is here. Don't get a shout out before me.
Team Poochie. Poochie is my boy, to be fair.
I mean, you are the Twitch guy. So
I am the Twitch.
We're in your ends at the minute. So I'm kind of feeling a bit intimidated here. But look, there's a long time to go. It's a very long race. If you're here for the first time, because I feel like the Indy 500s, for people who haven't watched IndyCar before, is probably going to be one of the first events you jump on because it is the most famous IndyCar race of all.
Yeah. It's one of the three classic races that are
Triple
considered.
Crown?
Yeah, exactly. So Monaco being one of them as well, which we saw earlier. And they normally happen on the same day as well, which is quite interesting. And then Le Mans 24-hour being the other one. Yeah. This is the first Indy race I've watched because, as I was saying to you guys before we went live, I have a problem where if I get interested in something, I go all the way in, I don't just dip my toe in. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to get into this as well, there's only so much time in the day. But here we are. McLaren have made it so here we are.
Consume this all you want. But I'm the same with you, to be fair. Because normally I do F1 and Formula E, new to it. But IndyCar I haven't properly just sat down and fully consumed in its entirety before. When I put this on my Discord, I think it was, and I said I'm going to do this. Someone went, "Oh, just remember the milk," and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
That's all you need to know. All the drivers beforehand choose what type of milk, whole, semi-skimmed. Quickly, lads, before we get on with the bingo, because we've got some bingo coming up. Whole milk, semi-skimmed, chocolate. What we said. I mean, the name. Come on.
You'd think I'd say
surely
chocolate,
you would think so.
But I'm actually a semi-skimmed kind of guy.
Semi-skimmed.
Yeah. I'll go whole milk.
Okay.
If you're going to drink it, then drink it. Chocolate milk I find weird.
It is a bit weird.
I'm saying almond just to split the room.
Almond milk?
Anyway, I don't even know if that's an option. Let's talk bingo as we go through the session because there are many.
We're being oppressed.
Look, there's something for everyone. That's the beauty of I'm not a vegan, but maybe one day I will be. But we've got plenty of sayings. Look, as again, F1 fans, most of us guys looking at IndyCar, you get a lot of sayings. You're free wides. There's various different sayings as we go through the race. Fortunately, the producers, the wonderful people who are actually responsible for putting this stream together and really deserve the big bucks, just saying, they're going to be ticking off the bingo card as we go around. So we'll get that up on screen now. Sub 7.5. Now, again, to us F1 anoraks,
that's slow as hell for us.
That sounds slow as hell, but you'll see as the event goes on, these pit stops are nothing to.
They haven't got a whole team.
Exactly.
One for each single wheel like we do in F1.
Very restricted.
But it's still slow, but it's still quite impressive.
Number of personnel. Fuel saving is huge. Again, it's kind of ironic that this race kind of coincides with Monaco because that's seen as more of a strategic battle, and Indy 500 100% is a long strategy battle, fuel saving, tyre saving. Lead changes, plenty of them. You want tow, you want slipstream, 3 wide, green flag. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of celebrities.
Yeah,
the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is going to be, it's the biggest venue, it's the biggest live sporting venue in the world. This track, in the world.
275,000 people there, right?
250,000.
That's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
Imagine the queues for the bathroom. Imagine the queues.
That's what you're worried about.
You got to think tactically when you leave your house in the morning. You got to when I go scuba diving, I eat very, very light the day before. I don't want to have to do something on the boat.
You don't.
That's less than
You don't
ideal.
get caught.
I would even more so not want to do something.
You don't want to get caught. What celebrities-wise, what are we thinking? Who are we looking for?
DJ Khaled, man. He was at Miami. He's going to be out there.
He was.
Trying to get pictures. He's probably still going to be here trying to get a picture of Lewis Hamilton.
He was.
Wasn't wasn't oh my God, my brain's gone. Irish.
Conor McGregor.
Conor wasn't he Monaco?
He was at Monaco. I don't think he'd be able to get to Indy in time.
You reckon he's gonna fly over?
That would.
Going fast, he must be. I can't imagine he was happy.
He'd need to jump on Concorde, I think, to make that one.
Probably like I can imagine like some of the NBA guys, like the big guys. But I know Shaq was there at F1 a couple of races ago. Was that Miami as well? That wasn't
There's
Miami
that
as well, wasn't it?
famous podium where he is still higher than Max Verstappen, even though he's standing next to the podium.
I've done a show with Shaq before, actually.
Oh yeah.
He's the biggest person I've ever seen. Like, he's an alien.
Yeah.
We did something at a computer entertainment show in Vegas, and he's just beyond big.
Yeah,
like, he's bigger than any door frame ever. Like, it's insane
humble
how
guy as
enormous
well.
that man is.
Look, it's a big
humble.
country. And, well, look, seen on screen now, Colton Herta, huge accident he had, what is it, a few days ago, wasn't it? It was he hit the wall, flipped it.
Yeah, I saw
he was
that.
fine. Again, going into IndyCar, there's a lot of, you've got the aero screen. You'll see a big tube sticking out of their helmets. That's to get airflow because, halo, fine, you get plenty of airflow. Aero screen, which has been like massive for IndyCar because the speeds that they generate. Scotty Dixon put it on pole, 234 miles an hour average.
Yeah.
Average.
It's interesting how IndyCar strategies work as well because from what I understand, it's not like wheel to wheel, side by side racing. So it's about getting the right line, the strategy, sticking to the right, because you have essentially two. You have the high line, you have the low line, and you have two sets going by, and it's picking the right one and working together as a team rather than even though they're competing against each other, it's about working together to kind of maximise speed for that
100%.
one individual one.
100%. It's a prime example of a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Yeah, exactly that. But it's that concept of the working together and racing at the same time. So you want to maximise speed, but at the same time gain positions without compromising your cue kind of.
Definitely. No, I mean, there's so many levels. Obviously, we're here at McLaren, we're at the MTC, so obviously, Pato O'Ward, Felix Rosenqvist, and Juan Pablo Montoya.
Montoya, boy!
He's in the room. Well, he's not in the room here, obviously. He's in the car. But I'm looking forward to seeing how, because Juan Pablo, he didn't have the best qualifying session, down towards the bottom of the grid. But again, qualifying doesn't dictate, like Monaco in the F1 we see, qualifying's everything. At the Indy 500, qualifying is nice to be up front. But really, is it going to make a massive difference to how you actually perform in the race? Probably not. And, Pato and Felix put themselves in a good position to do well.
Montoya's going to win, mate. I don't care where he starts. He's in there. I believe in Montoya. It's nice to see him as someone who hasn't seen IndyCar before. Obviously, Montoya's a guy I'm very familiar with from a long time ago. So I'm hyped to see Montoya put in work today.
I'm actually I'm low key I'm gassed to see Montoya just race because it's been so long. I think he's just jumped in for Indy 500 because we see this as well. A lot of drivers don't race the typical season. Yeah. So I know Roman Grosjean, for example, he wasn't planning on doing ovals when he first jumped into IndyCar. He's here today.
Yeah.
He got into the fast 12 as well. So Roman's been pacey.
Roman's actually been quite successful in IndyCar when he moved over.
He's done a really good job.
I know that when drivers typically move over to other categories of motorsport, they don't usually excel as well. But when Roman moved from F1, moved to IndyCar, he did he got a win his first season, I think, didn't he?
I mean, he's been on the podium. He's been given a good account of himself. I think because as well, I do think ultimately the rise of popularity of Formula One, especially in the States, has trickled over a lot into Indy. Look at them. 3x3.
Just go, it's going to be brilliant.
It's so...
I'm really excited.
I'm excited. I can't believe how many people are there.
And almost out of nowhere, the Indy 500 is about to begin. Green flags, and we're away.
I feel like it's going to be Carnage Straight.
Oh, they're so tight already.
Scotty Dixon out front. In that, it's going to be, there's a few yellow and blue cars out there. We're looking for the baby blue. Scotty Dixon,
blue and black.
Rapid, and what asymmetrical liveries? Love it, McLaren. I'm not just saying it's.
I really do actually enjoy. I think when they did the livery reveals at the start of the season, I genuinely really liked the IndyCar livery more so than I did the F1 livery.
Don't see anywhere. Oh yeah. I think the Indy livery absolutely bangs. As Alex Palou a young man from Spain who, did a lot in junior categories in Europe, moved over to IndyCar, title winner last year, Alex Palou, incredible, leading the Indy 500 already. He's already led laps in the Indy 500 from last year. But you can see already, Scotty Dixon's moved back to P3.
Yeah,
It's calm.
But again, it's a game
It's
of
easy.
strategy. They're going to be thinking about fuel saving as well, probably. Actually, fuel saving is it quite extensive in IndyCar?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it is oval.
you get refueling.
Yeah.
Refueling, you can change tyres, but it's playing the long game. At this stage, it's more just about keeping your nose clean, I think, to be honest, more than anything else. Keep your nose clean, keep yourself in the race. 2 of 200 laps of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
No, I know Tony Kanan's got a big base over on the Twitch scene because
Legend.
He's quite prominent on
Tony Kanan, what a legend.
the iRacing side of things. So I thought I'd come in blind, not knowing many names, but when I look at like the contestants or the drivers on the grid, I'm like, actually,
Contestants.
so I don't know why.
Contestants! Come on,
Top, middle, or
guys.
bottom.
Contestants, I have no idea why, but I feel like the drivers, and I'm like, actually, it's not. They've got some crossover in Formula One, and there's like some drivers that we see around.
Yeah, are there any particular drivers, James, that you're kind of looking at in terms of, because again, like Dirk was saying, there's a lot of ex-F1, Marcus Ericsson, Alexander Rossi's in there, Takuma Sato, big fan, I love him.
Yeah, for me, just the names I recognise, like those and Montoya, big eyes on Montoya for sure. I'm interested to see what Sato can do. Obviously, he's in a much better position right now, being in, I'd say 11th place, now he's 12th, but I mean, it is lap 4, so we've got many more laps to go. But yeah, it's just great to see the same names over such a long period of time still appear again, because it's someone you can keep an eye on and follow. So that's, but for me, like Montoya is the one. He's the one. I just want to see what he can do. 29th place, he's got a long way to go, but there's a lot of laps to go.
There's a long way to go. That's what I mean. It's a race of attrition. Right, we're early doors. Again, 4 laps, like you say, in. I think predictions time. First, let's ask Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Chat, please give us your predictions.
Sorry, just
I mean, I would be baffled. I would be shocked. I would be so impressed if any of you, unless you just say everyone's name, which is not one name. All right, you can't set up different accounts and say different names. One name. Who do you think's going to win the 2022 106th running of the Indy 500? Boys, come on, let's put our. We're not just going to say the McLaren boys, because that's not as fun.
Right, thing is, right.
Let's have a think.
My introduction into IndyCar was through McLaren, Aaron McLaren, and seeing like the energy from Pato Award. So I want to see him do well. I want to see him do well. So with that, and he's climbing as well. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go Pato.
Pato Award, James, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with this guy, because his name's Will Power, and it's just ridiculous.
If
I have a friend
born to race.
I have a friend who has a kid, and his last name is Power, and he named his kid Will Power. I'm like, you guys are so corny. Like, like, is it that important to really go for the Will Power? But hey ho, they did. So again, this is my first IndyCar race. So outside of the former F1 drivers, I'm in the dark a little bit. But his name is Will Power, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
That's something to. I'll take the gimmick. I'm ready.
And would it be ironic if he has quite low willpower in terms of as a person? I don't know.
That would be the worst irony.
That would be ironic, wouldn't it?
It really would.
Okay,
It would
so
be sad.
for me, and I think I'm going to go. You know what? There's Takuma Sato. He's just there. He's just there in my mind. He got into the Fast 12, didn't get into the final 6. But I think Takuma Sato, he has experience. I'm pretty sure he's won the Indy 500. I'm pretty sure he has. I'm sure Twitch will correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure he has. As the lead changes, Dixon takes the lead again. But I think keep an eye on Takuma Sato, because I think, obviously ex-F1 legend, but he knows how to win in Indianapolis. So, but there's a long way to go. And again, you've got Rosenqvist Award, 7 and 8.
Oh, that's a spicy one.
Sitting comfortable at the minute.
I've seen Roman Grosjean's comment on the prediction.
But he's there.
Grosjean, 2 Grosjean.
Grosjean's a good shout, I reckon.
I think Grosjean, like, again, just to get to the final 12 was an amazing job in his rookie season, at Indy. Colton Herter. I mean, Colton's fantastic. I think he's such a talent. Obviously, McLaren just taking him on as a development driver as well.
Yeah.
But I think ovals are such a different beast.
That is one thing I really like about IndyCar. It's not just, you don't have the typical standard track that we see in like normal racing. You've got like, sometimes you get hybrid ovals and you get ovals, and it's just different. It's a different style of racing. You have to think differently. Like I said, sometimes it's about working as a team, but it's not just about navigating the track and the corners. You have to really think smart about it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of in it, because this is my first proper oval race.
Well, because I think as well, I think, you know, we've all been probably guilty of looking at oval racing and thinking, oh, well, that's just them driving in circles.
I'll be honest.
That is the classic.
We all start as simple people, right?
A lot of people are thinking it, but actually, when you, I think, just like I think most motorsports, once you kind of start to educate yourself a bit more on the nuances, you look in qualifying. These guys are going at the wheel, changing, you know, roll bar, like they're changing like brake balance all the time to maximise and deliver again 234 mile an hour average speed. Like they're not just driving in circles. They just get that out for one, because it's not. It's an oval.
It isn't just a left turn.
It's actually an oval. Let's be specific, okay?
No, you are right. It's very easy for us to just be like, just driving in the left corner, like just a left turn, just left turn. What's so difficult about going left? But it isn't just about that. You have to think strategically.
Sometimes you have to go right a little bit as well.
A little bit, yeah.
So continue going left.
Slide. Yeah. Well, you've got to go into the pits at some point, haven't you? So.
Right. But is it is it Daytona where there's sometimes carnage as people are going in and out of the pit lanes?
Yeah.
And it's just like complete.
Yeah, there was that.
Destruction derbies.
Yeah.
Oh, what race? I think it wasn't Daytona, but there was another track where there was, I can't remember what race it is, chat will know, but there was a race where a car had an issue, pulled over to the left on the inside line, slowed down. And I think as another driver was trying to enter the pits, just completely whacked into them because the speed difference is insane as well.
You can it's very easy to get unsighted around the ovals. If it's a slow car ahead, you're following someone, they pull out. We've seen that a few times. But yeah, it's also what I want to say as well. Right, I want to ask you boys. So these Indy cars around the ovals have a very, very, very different aero setup to a traditional track, right? The front and the rear wings are significantly. There's barely any wing on these cars.
Maximizing speed.
We saw one earlier that was like a medium, I guess, width.
A hybrid maybe. Bit of the back, because you look. It's
Smell
a
you later.
minimal front. Look, that rear
That's
wing.
a medium one. They said that one was a medium one earlier.
That just looks tiny. It's like.
Yeah, versus the
like a
ones
skirting
like
board.
huge. Yeah.
But honestly, like, I just think that makes the cars look so different. You know what I mean? It looks like a completely different category. It kind of is a different category, but that's the beauty, I think. You've got kind of two categories. And, you know, the points for the Indy 500 go towards the final championship. You benefit towards, you benefit towards, you know, putting your championship together.
Yeah.
You've got to deliver on the ovals. You've got to deliver on the kind of street circuits and the conventional tracks as well.
Yeah.
It rewards. And that's why Alex Palou, like, being at the top on the ovals. Alex Palou, I just think, is, like, incredibly talented. Again, his junior career in Europe, it wasn't winning everything. He wasn't doing, you know, what Charles or Max were doing. But he was just thereabouts. He's raced with a lot of these kids with experience, and he's doing bits.
What do you think about how we think about F1 and how we, let's be honest, kind of detached to IndyCar? Because IndyCar it's a typical motorsport that someone in Europe would be like, I'm going to get into that. But there's a lot of similarities in the sports.
There are. Like it's, I think, in the same way that F1 has historically struggled to break as I say, break. Don't break. Well, careful.
Wait. Let's see how far this
What
can go.
size helmet is that?
This is why.
To be fair, I've got a huge head, so I wouldn't have a chance
That's
getting
not
that.
coming off.
Oh, mate. Well, that's
This is as far as it will go.
James stuck for the remainder of the stream.
This is why I couldn't be a racing driver.
That's actually got a tear off and everything. Love that.
Does this belong to someone? Is this?
Don't. I'm being told by
I'm being
production.
begged
do
not to
tear
break
off
it.
The tear off. Do not. Apparently, this is very valuable.
Well, this is why.
Look, listen, mate. You
Is
made
this
that,
someone's helmet? Is this a bad?
you made
This is what
this
happens
choice.
if you Put it on my side of the table, producer Joel. This is what happens, okay?
James
You should know
made
better than this.
decision entirely.
I just heard here. Please do not.
Can you pull it a bit for me?
Do you want a hand? Right.
Little, just softly,
We might need
just
to get-
like.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, content.
All right.
Wow.
There we go.
I feel like you should be able to keep that now because it's been part of you.
It's got my DNA all over it.
Yeah,
now.
it's like there's a bit of a brief moment. But yeah, anyway, back to
Sorry, you were saying.
back to
F1 and
you know,
IndyCar.
F1 has struggled to break the US market, and Indy has struggled to break a market outside of the US.
But the US GP last season, last season, they pushed that so hard. Marketing-wise, F1 really pushed and ended up having the biggest crowd throughout the entire season.
And I just think all the, the growth of F1 with Drive to Survive and all that in the States, it's not just creating more F1 fans, it's creating more motorsport fans. And IndyCar, if there's a lot of talk of, if you're in Europe, it's great for the F1 calendar because you can follow it really easily. But, if you're not, then you've got racing to watch across the US.
Yeah.
Whether you're wherever you are in the world, you know what I mean? That's obviously why it's a bit more difficult to follow. But I think Indy, and I just think like they're not mugs. Like they're
good drivers.
Some of the best drivers in the world, no question in my mind.
As I said, we see a lot of the F1, and even it's one unfortunate thing about Formula racing is it's such a restricted and high barrier sport to get into. Like we see a lot of the F2 drivers like Callum Ilott. And there's always a second one that I forget. There's someone else that moved to IndyCar because it is
Christian Lundgaard.
Was it Christian Lundgaard? There we go.
Yeah,
So
him
Christian
and
Lundgaard always they move over and
opportunities elsewhere for sure. Boys, we've got some snacks in front of us that they can just about see on screen. Should we have a look at some of these American snacks?
Yeah, whilst we're doing that, I've got one from.
Oh God, they've got the Twinkies. Do you know what they said? We're gonna try some American snacks, and I was like, I want to go. I would like to go through life having not eaten a Twinkie, but there's few things I won't do for cash.
Well, we've got beef. Where Twinkies? What's a Twinkie? I don't even know.
These
Oh,
are
that.
Twinkies, yeah.
What is this? Wasn't this
They're
in
like
some movie?
What
Cakes.
What are
Tommo's
these?
fried Twinkie.
Is the question,
Okay.
the perennial question.
Right, hang on.
They basically don't have a best buy date. Like they're just
expire.
there. But no one knows what they're made from. I don't think.
What's that? Hang on.
I don't think that the body processes anything that's inside one of those.
Yeah, come out eventually.
All right, hang on. Let's open it up.
Yeah.
So they're called cakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very arguable. You can shape it like a cake.
I'm just going to read some Twitch chat messages.
But it's like
that have come
paper.
through.
Yeah, I think While I'm cracking on with these, why don't maybe me and James can sample some of these, and then you can crack on with the Twitch chat because you're the actual Twitch man here.
Yeah. So F1, I'll ask out loud. F1 question: do you think we'll see a 2014 Merc type battle, or will Red Bull force Checo to take a back seat? That is a fantastic question because I am very vocal that I think Perez shouldn't be as restricted as the last race. What was it? My brain. What was before Monaco? Spain.
Before Monaco.
Spain. His strategy got restricted.
He just went straight in there, full send.
Didn't even try it. His strategy got restricted, and I was so annoyed for him because I was like, he's loving it. Jesus Christ. Mate. First time trying a Twinkie, yeah?
I just learned everything I need to know about you in those 20 seconds.
Didn't even hesitate.
This guy's definitely eating kebabs at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like train station kebab, this guy will get the baguette from the train station no matter what. Like
Every time. I was at an engagement do last night.
with the kebab.
Buffet. I literally ate half of it myself. I'm such a gannet. But I try my best to.
We need a
work it out.
review of what you.
I need a
just
full.
deep-
If anything, I'm more disappointed I didn't eat the whole thing in one. I should have really done that. I would give that a quite sickly, but then I did eat pretty much the whole thing in one. So they kind of have it. I'll give that I think 8's generous. I think 7.5 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7.5.
Ate that.
What?
and enjoyed that way too much to say 7 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. No, hang on. Right, so 5 is average. 5 isn't bad.
This is a
What's a
Twinkie.
10? If we're talking,
10's like a Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno is quite banging, to be fair. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So you're ready.
I was
you were
thinking
ready.
about it. I was
So
about to like. And I
hit
was
me
like,
down.
Look at the box.
Right, James, go on.
Look at the box.
No, because you're the one.
This
You're the
is-
one who missold it. I feel like I've been missold PPI here, right? Now you try it. Okay, crack on.
Woody Harrison.
What is this? What is that stuff?
But I don't care about the picture. When does it? When
I
does
need-
the,
I
when
need
does
to
the
see-
Burger King burger look like
That's
the
very
thing
true.
you see on the
Golden
window?
sponge cake. Sponge.
Spongy.
I'm just seeing that Woody Harrison constantly wants to eat one.
Well, I'm seeing that Victorious wants you to do star jumps, but
I'm sorry, what?
I think it's a bit
Go
early.
away.
Maybe if. Well, hang on. Okay, if Pato Award wins, then you have to do star jumps.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean, that's not much of a.
I'll take
I
that.
mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'll be buzzing if Pato wins. 'cause-
Twinkies are an off-brand mini. That's. Would you say Twinkies are an off-brand mini rolls if you think about it?
You can't do mini rolls like that.
Mini
man.
rolls are top tier though.
You can't do mini rolls like that.
I'm enjoying the aftertaste as well. It's good.
He's loved it. He's
You know what?
actually loved
I've
it.
got
happy.
I've got like 3% smell from having COVID, so hopefully I've got like 0 taste when
I was going to say, what does it contain? Because I know that US regulations around stuff you can put in food are a bit more.
It's all legal in
relaxed.
America.
Yeah,
It's all legal.
Anything's
No
good. So
filter.
if I'm doing star jumps in 10 minutes, you know what?
Wait. Well, okay. This
What have I
is
just ingested, James?
so I'm looking.
bit worried.
There's a list of ingredients, right? But if you look 3 lines down, there's a star for things that are starred in the ingredients.
Excellent.
Derived from a genetically modified source. Okay, so if we look at glucose fructose syrup, derived from they're genetically modifying syrup. What does that mean?
I mean, I don't even know how they make syrup.
What does that mean, though?
So
Modified cornstarch is also from a genetically modified source. You want me to make this part of my DNA? That's what you're asking. I know you just like.
I mean, that ship sailed for me. That's long gone.
for you, mate.
It's like one of the things that it's like, you know.
I don't know if I can do this.
If you ever become a C pro, your
You,
name's
you
gonna be-
fear for your, you know, because like, oh, like the government can like track you and see what you like. It's one of the things that I just don't really care. I've got nothing to hide.
You see James's face.
Eat the
Oh, it
Twinkie.
smells like a Madeleine,
A Madeleine.
from what I can smell.
I don't know what that is.
Little Madeleines, little French Madeleines.
No idea.
I'm not that sophisticated. I'm from
thought I was
Romford.
getting egged
I'm
on.
not that sophisticated. Come on.
Eat the
Well,
Twinkie.
don't nibble at it, man.
No, give it like a
Come on.
full.
Look, it's
proper
been
bite.
injected. It's got
Proper
like.
bite. Yeah, that's food
Give it a good
production
chance.
for
Give
you.
it a good chance. Just
As,
go with an
uh,
open mind.
Yes, thank you. Twinkies are worse than asbestos. Agree. That's.
I mean,
Someone understands.
I hope not. For
I've
my.
gotten that question so many times. Have you ever tried battered chips? I have no idea.
I don't want the cream.
Well, that
I just
is-
want to like.
Just give it like a good
Come
chance,
on,
man.
son. The longer you take, the more it's.
It can't be that bad. It's a
Just do
very
it.
popular American product.
Just imagine it's something
It's
you
our
really
version.
like.
It's their
putting in your
version of
mouth.
our mini rolls.
Also, by the
Mini
way,
rolls are great.
27 laps into the Indy 500. The reason we're not talking about on-track action is because
There is none at the moment.
there's not been,
It's being
you
stable.
know, we've still got Scotty Dixon out front, Alex Blow,
stressed.
kind of changing positions, Rinus Feek out there, Marcus Ericsson.
10% all the way through the race.
Got the McLaren boys 7 and 8, and then
15%.
Juan Pablo still P29. But again, I think once we get to pit lane time, once cars first starts come in, that's when we will potentially start to see things mix
Look,
up a bit.
I ate a bit.
Oh, come on.
mate.
Look, I can't.
You can. If you believe,
We have
you can.
181 laps.
You have a bottle. You have some water. You
It's
have
giving
some,
me asthma. It's giving me
you
asthma.
have
It's
some
this.
water there.
giving me. Look,
Right?
it's too much. It's too much. Look, it's too.
You can't dodge this for 171 laps, okay?
Right, chat.
Can't do it.
I'll catch up with you. You didn't even know they were a thing when I first asked you. No, you didn't. You're right.
Right.
These ways inspecting the Twinkie.
I can't. I don't think I could bring myself to do it.
Jelly beans.
Seriously considering his life choices.
Camera. Jelly beans. Horrible.
Can I try a Twinkie?
Horrible.
Jelly beans. What are you
Horrible.
talking about? They're fantastic.
I want to try
Horrible.
one.
So overrated.
We'll go all in.
Painfully overrated.
Okay, wait. So you
Grim.
rated Twinkie
Mate, eat any day.
7 out of 10.
Any day.
So what would you rate?
7.5. Jelly bean, I don't know what I wouldn't do to it, but I wouldn't eat it. You know, when you try to think.
What is happening? Where am I?
I mean, look,
Am I-
listen.
We're enjoying
Am I having a fever dream? Is that what's happening?
Packs here. The more I dislike them, the more that you can have.
Okay, I did nibble it.
Oh.
You have to do a jelly bean.
Hang on.
You,
No,
you
no,
don't
wait.
understand.
Can we get the zoom in camera? Right. What chat? Right. Is this enough of a nibble from James? Right. You can see.
I'll bring it to the camera.
It's not that bad.
Sufficient nibble. Right. Come on.
It is like it's like a
rabbit.
It's like a chocolate square.
Chat.
Like a gerbil
chat,
had a
let us
nibble.
know, come on.
It's like
The
a
gerbil
chocolate
nibble.
square.
Oh,
Without the
here we go.
chocolate.
Right. Pit stop time, boys. This is where things.
Over 7.5 seconds, right?
Potentially- It's like, well, yeah, 7.5 seconds.
Oh, the wheel!
Stop.
No, that's all good.
That's the thing. They
7.6.
are. The pit stop procedure is it's a world away from what we see.
Wild how you
in
have to like
F1.
throw the screw gun out the way.
It's intense. That's what I mean. You've
like,
got minimal personnel. You have to stay behind the wall, jump in, jump on the car, boom, off, on. Again, it's one mechanic per wheel, and you've got someone refueling. Obviously, if you're fully refueling, if you're putting a lot of fuel into the car,
So it takes some time. Yeah.
then you don't have to worry so much about being super quick with the wheels. But again, that's throwback to classic F1. So, what's going on now?
Just yamming it like it's
It's like a
food.
square. It's like a chocolate square.
James, you're in the minority, man.
Yep.
What
missing
would
out.
you give it out of 10? I said
like a
7,
5.
7.5. Okay, yeah.
How much?
So you didn't
5.
dislike it. It's
5.
average, bang average.
The first time that you tried it, like,
Bang average.
it's a bit sickly, but it's all right.
Let me see the box again. Where's the box?
I think the sickliness probably brings it down to a 7 for me. You don't.
I think I might puke.
I think James will have read the entire box by the end of this 106th
really
running of the
wants
Indy
you to try
500.
this, man.
There's a
Remember the
secret.
hoodie? Let me show off the hoodie.
There's going to be a small print secret here somewhere.
I asked McLaren if I could keep it and they said no.
Right,
This is the,
that's a 6.4
Oh, wait, look at the back.
second pit
I don't know
stop
if you
for
can see it.
Santino Ferrucci.
This is the back of the hoodie.
Oh, you're repping.
Yeah. Sure. Product placement.
Product placement.
Product placement.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really nice.
And I've
not
got the
allowed to keep it.
reversed. I've got the
Store in a
reversed.
cool, dry
Twelve.
place away from
Give us a
direct
12.
sunlight. Is it going to catch fire then if you put it in
I
the
could just
sunlight?
spin on. You should have just
we've
spun on the
seen
chair.
the back of it. That's
No,
there. We can see a little bit.
Boom. Oh, look at
It's
that.
nice.
Jeez.
So I think they're
Decent.
not out at the moment, but I'm told they're coming out soon.
We are privileged, boys.
And
These,
we get to rip.
This environment gets
It's
wrapped.
nice.
Super nice.
Renus VK coming out the pits in that. I mean, you know, Max. Okay, Super Max, Dutch Messiah. Don't get me wrong. Renus VK. It's only what, 21, 22, I think. Renus, full orange livery, Dutch flag on the front wing end plates. And Renus actually. Oh, it's going to be. He's going to be close.
Re-entry's gonna be.
But no, he's going to slot in behind
Yeah.
Scotty and behind Alex Palou. So there you go.
Fluff. Oh.
Right.
Do you want to try a jelly bean?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. Want some
Simple
jelly beans?
answer.
Oh, I want some jelly beans.
Right.
Twinkie. Oh god, the Twinkie.
Boys, I think it's time for a bingo update.
Let's go. Have we had any? I didn't. Oh wait.
I mean, that
we
lead
have.
changed 3 times. That was.
The sub 7.5 second stop has been completed. By the way, we did see a sub.
I think it was Santino Ferrucci.
I can't remember exactly what it
6.4,
was,
I
but it
think.
was there. It was there, so we can tick off that.
Producers might have to double check that.
I don't think we've had a 3 wide as of the moment.
No, and definitely not fuel saving yet.
No.
But we're way off. So
Wait,
celebrities.
what?
I haven't seen many celebrities either. But I don't know. I don't feel like we'll see celebrities now. I think celebrities. I think the time for celebrities has been and gone. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know. Unless
when are we? Unless checkered flag, maybe you'll get like I don't know Michael Jordan waving the checkered flag, for example. That could be a thing because they usually get celebrities to wave the flags at the F1 races, don't they?
yeah, they do.
So-
not sure. I don't know if it's tradition over at. Pato Woods P1, but obviously he's in the pits at the moment. But we'll
Calm
take
down.
that. We'll take
Calm down.
that.
Calm down. Also,
Wood?
again,
Award.
bottom right bingo card. Tweet us your favourite American snack using hashtag ShadowWatch. Get on Twitter, okay? That's where Twitch is your forte. Twitter's mine.
Do you take the crown?
I'll
sir?
take the TW on there. So tweet us your favourite American snack,
Have a look.
especially if you're not American as well, because it'd be interesting to see as a as a foreigner to the American sweet market.
No Twinkie submissions, please.
Please,
I'll be honest, that
Just-
tweak was ghastly.
just to annoy Jane.
Yeah, after days.
Thank you. I'm almost choking on the jelly bean.
I can't get rid of it.
But 36 lap in, so there's still plenty of time to go, plenty of festivities plenty of fuel saving, time for fuel saving, with 3 exclamation marks as well. That's pretty intense
In fact,
production, guys. That's 3 exclamation marks. I
if
didn't sign up for that.
anyone on Twitch has any spotted any celebrities, please do let me know. Because you've probably seen more than I have. I'm blind right now, actually. I need glasses.
Well, you know who isn't blind right now, Dirk?
Go on.
Our new guest. We have someone else ready here. It's Matt Amos.
Hello everybody,
Who's
how are we
currently
doing?
buzzing off of his viral scuba diving video, which I'm going to plug for you, mate. Ooh. How you doing, man?
Very good, very good.
James is a big
Apologies
fan of
I am
scuba
late.
diving, by the way.
How you doing? You well? Hello everybody.
Hello.
And everyone back at home. Yeah, it's obviously just come back off the Monaco Grand Prix, just racing over here, but I'm super happy to be here at the McLaren Technology Centre, and I'm just loving all the spread we've got here. You've got the Lego, you've got the awesome retro helmet, and you've already got into the Twinkies.
You've got James. That's what James did to his. No, don't eat James's one.
Matt,
what? Oh, no, actually, no, don't eat James's. No. I want to see that finished.
That escalated quickly.
Okay?
I can't do it.
Mate, I was saying Matt loves a Twinkie, don't you?
Oh well, absolutely love a Twinkie.
Big
yeah.
fan.
It's one of my all-time
He's a big
favourites.
fan. Oh. I can feel
All-time
No,
favourites.
right, I said it was okay. James, come on now. You
he
got.
still hasn't tried it properly. He gave it like a mouse bite, and I literally mean a mouse bite's worth.
Literally, these.
Okay, that's wrong.
So good.
That was too much.
I need it.
Too much.
So good. Why do you
Well, I
not
don't
like
know what
Twinkies?
I've just seen, but that was too much.
We've lost him. James,
What's wrong with
just take a minute,
Twinkies?
all right? Just get. It's all good.
It's like
fine.
mini roll, but like Americanized, and it's lovely.
It's fine.
That's
Well,
exactly what I said.
we've got a big fan. It's a good spread. You know what I mean? It's a good spread of opinions.
Awesome. Oh!
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh!
Oh,
what's
and
happened
just as
here?
Matt comes in, it's
Oh,
a
Isaac,
huge
really?
shunt
You see, I think it was.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a
for
wrap.
Renus, by the looks of it.
I don't know if that's
Seems all
Phoenix
okay.
that went
Looks
off
like he's
track
just
to
lost
try
the
and avoid
rear.
that.
Huge shunt
but,
for Renus VK. He was running P3 at the time.
Isaac,
It's Optimus Prime.
First and foremost, you got the safety car straight over. Make sure he's all right. First and foremost, these cars
Yeah, seems all good. I think
are
it's the
very,
way right.
very,
Got the
very
going at
safe.
such a high
Where's the
speed.
replay at?
It's
Saw
always.
Colton Hurt smash and he walked away from that. And yeah, safety team straight over.
Yeah.
Looking like he's okay. I can see him moving.
Has that been the first one?
he's
Because I've been
moving.
trying to catch
big
up.
first, big
Yeah.
shunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen really. To be honest, it's been pretty. Everyone's been keeping their noses clean.
Yeah.
So far, got to like 40 and then.
Got to wonder if it was contact with another car or whether he just, obviously dirty air, wake. If you're running close, you can get caught out by crosswinds just as much in IndyCar, especially when you go into these kind of
Swear.
things.
Here we go.
Renus is fine. He's
Here
out
we
the
go.
car. All good. Yeah, just drops it
Yeah, drops-
early. Very
Oh,
early.
you can see he's already not in control.
Rear end just
Straight into
completely
it.
gone.
And that rear end just.
Oh!
Watch the
Disintegrates.
McLaren
flame
here.
out.
Just he played this so well. He backed off and he just moved to the left, just off track to avoid that.
Scotty
Look at
Dixon
that.
following, and
Wow.
Oh, 360 cam.
it's a nasty shunt, but the barrier does its job, slows him down, absorbs the impact.
he's lost that.
What's weird about those barriers is actually on the corner exit, the actual barrier dips into the track and then back out. It's not just a perfect circle all around. So even though if you might be slightly to lose it, the wall is actually going to be coming closer towards you. So it's people say technically it's an oval circuit, the actual walls come indented into you.
You're doing, 220, 230 through those corners, so.
Yeah, it's the smallest mistake, and that's what's
Easy
so
to
good
get.
about.
That's such a shame for Renus because he did such a good job in qualifying as well. He's such a young lad. He will learn a lot from this at the end of the day because there's guys in this IndyCar field in their late.
A bit far away
40s.
from you. I'm going to come closer up to you.
He can. I was going to say join the club, Matt. So actually, Matt.
Surrounded by Twinkie lovers.
It's probably slightly.
Do you not? Why
Like I'm in the Twinkie sandwich.
do you not like?
I'm with you. I'm not a massive fan.
I didn't think I'd be called
We
that.
are the sponge. You are the filling.
I'll be honest. I've been called a lot worse than that, to be honest. No, Matt. Now, you got it slightly easier because we're one driver down, but
Sorry.
we're still early on in the race. Predictions? Any thoughts? We've got Power Award.
Yeah.
Kumasato.
Yeah.
Well, he started. Yeah, so Powers obviously started. I think 7th. I don't know where he is at the moment because we currently can't see it.
Sixth now.
and then
P6
we've-
at the minute, Pao, doing a really good job.
And then
Really
Felix
good job.
Rosenquist started,
Yeah,
I believe, on
P4.
8th
Sorry,
as
P4.
well.
P4. It's on our screen, just over there.
And it's
Even
think
better than I thought.
it's
What a dream.
I kind of feel like Scott Dixon is playing this kind of safe at the minute. I know he started on pole and he was in the first couple of laps from what I saw was playing it easy. Don't need to don't need to win it in the first corner where other people were trying to go for it. But like, yeah, Rosenquist keeping it currently in sixth at the moment, and yeah.
The thing is, I think it's, you know, keeping that.
Oh, well, you haven't seen this, but you just poured water on your all over Tommo's phone.
Is this because of the Twinkies? Is this what I deserve?
No comments.
My Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra Flex with D brand case. Thank you, James.
It's waterproof, right?
It is waterproof.
I mean,
Other brands are available.
Yeah, fair enough. I think Scott, well, obviously he's a fair shout. He put it on pole, and man with a lot of experience. But again, I think it's about keeping yourself in that top 10.
Yes.
Coming into the final kind of, you know, that final pit stop, putting yourself in that position where it's a choice when you push, how hard you push, how early you push.
This is all about endurance here. It's all about strategy. You don't need to go for the move straight away. If you can just tuck up behind someone, fuel save as much as you can. That can give you 1 or 2 or 3 extra laps. So, what's going on here? What's happened here?
Oh, you've not really. Bruv, that stings,
What is
man.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Nerds.
Why do people put stuff like this into their bodies? I know what you're about to say, but this is just rancid.
I feel like I missed something. What's the grime about Twinkies? Do you know?
James is not a fan. Let's just say.
It's not food. It's like, what is it? I don't know why they've got a best before, but why are you lying? There is no.
Oh my God,
So sweet.
bruv, what the hell, man?
Honestly, you try it and it's like,
That's
so much sugar.
I liked it.
Sourest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Oh, I love
man.
sour sweet, so I might love
No,
it.
it's like a sourly.
He just likes
sour,
everything.
Sweet.
I don't complain.
To be fair, I'm more savoury than sweet for me. Typically.
How much do you put? Oh, it's like a jelly thing.
You have to like.
Whatever you like, mate.
What's
Rip some
what do you call the red? The red.
Having an absolute mare here.
It's sweet. It's red and it's a string. I can't remember what it's called.
What, like? Oh, chat. Come on, you must
Please.
know.
Sweet.
What is it?
It's like a red.
It's on a roll,
sweet.
isn't it?
Oh, that is delicious.
I think so.
What are you guys on about?
Yeah, right.
This man.
That's so no.
There are so many things wrong at
so
this.
sweet.
Right, let's cut away and get Matt offset because it's not worked, all right? You've been here 5
See you
minutes, so
later.
you've already disrupted. You've already killed the vibe. No, I'm joking. I love you.
Kill the vibe. These are banging sweets.
Also, how was the rest of the Monaco Grand Prix? Because
I didn't watch a single bit.
I had to dip, so
literally last 30 minutes, the top 4 came all close together, and then nothing else happened.
Just a train.
there you go. I didn't miss anything special. Happy days.
Lando, actually, fair play to Lando. He had a 30-second gap to Alonso. I know we're sort of talking about F1 now onto an Indy race. Very good.
It's fine.
He gambled because he had a 30-second lead ahead of Alonso. So he said on the radio, I'm going to start pushing now to try and close up to Russell. Pits for mediums, and then literally is right behind Russell, come and start finish line on the last lap. It's insane. So really good for them on that front.
Good account of himself.
Yeah, it's,
Another banger from Lando Norris.
How did I'm probably.
I'm going to finish this off. I'm sorry, but this is
and
so
I have
nice.
to ask, how did he break it to be easy?
Ricardo's, I mean, it's Monaco, isn't it? It wasn't able to capitalise on the potential opportunities.
Just tell me the result.
I don't know. Where did he finish? Like P12, 13?
13th.
13th.
But boys do well.
Yeah, there you go.
That one hurts.
Right.
That sweet was lovely, and I want to know what that is so I can buy some in the future.
Okay, well, you do that.
There's more. You can take one.
Get Amazon up, right? I'm sure you can find some.
I've just found the.
While you indulge on beef jerky, because Matt loves everything here, we're going to look at some social posts. We're going to do guess that social post. So you've got to guess from the 3 drivers. I'm guessing producers. It's Pato O'Ward, Felix Rosenquist, and Juan Pablo Montoya. It is. I should have backed myself. I should have trusted myself. I always say that. So now we've got to guess who made which tweet, post, whatever. Playing Forza 4 on Xbox. Oh, X space box. Interesting. Live with Sebastian. 2 exclamation marks. Love it. Each one on its own TV. What were you thinking, Dirk?
Wow. I was saying. I was going to say Pato O'Ward until that last sentence, and I'm like, what? that sounds like an old man. Like,
Each one on its own TV. Yeah, what are you thinking?
Ways were Xbox.
Technology today, eh?
That is, that's giving me one.
The X space box is.
That's what's making me feel like it's someone of age.
What we thinking?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
So it's either Pato, Felix, or Juan Pablo Montoya.
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 I think Montoya.
Yeah.
I think the X Yeah, it's the Xbox that's done it for me.
Xbox and the
We're locking
each
in.
on their own TV.
We're locking in Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
I think I even remember where this. I think it was like a Forza, like an event. I think it was because I know he took part in a load of those competitions because he does it also with.
He does do a bit of sim,
with
doesn't
other
he?
racing series as well.
He's been doing a bit of sim racing, to be fair. Makes sense. Okay, right. Well, we've already got 1 point.
Have a look at
We're
the
already
second one.
100% record. Let's see if we can preserve it. Time to watch Days of Thunder. Hashtag racing. I've not seen Days of Thunder.
I think I
I'm gonna put myself out
think
there.
I have
Say that.
once.
So, what are we getting from that? What does that? What does that give us? What insight do we get from
The hashtag racing lessons gives me.
I feel like this might be a Rosenquist one. I do also appreciate the capitalization of Days of Thunder, which makes it like he knows it's a film there. So correct, can't even speak. The correct formatting of what it is.
capitalisation? Yeah, I think Felix.
I'm gonna say Pato.
You're gonna say Pato?
Okay.
What do you think of James?
I've done my best work already, you know. I've got to leave it up to you guys now. With that first one.
You're gonna object. You sit on the fence. Well, it's 2-1 then. I think Felix Rugden and Felix takes that.
Yeah, come on, 2 for 2.
Unlucky mate. Yes, yeah, we won.
different.
That's it.
Try to be
That was it. It was 2-1.
I was going to say that. By
Yeah,
the
of
way.
course you were. Yeah. And now number 3. Now, will this default be Pato or might it not? We'll see. Sky's gone very weird.
No, this is a tweet from
Pato.
Tommo.
I mean, I was going to say, yeah, I can't imagine.
Hashtag Red Sun.
I just love that if this is Pato, I love the way that bear means what it does in the UK in Mexico.
No way. Absolutely.
It has to.
I think.
Oh wait, he's messed up his pit stop.
Oh, hello.
Oh!
Got released and it messed up.
Wow, they're just
Wrong-
throwing
wrong-
wheels
wrong-
over and all sorts.
That's willpower as well.
Just dropped it over.
No power for willpower.
We.
Oh, God.
I think that was it. But what are we saying? What are we saying? Sky's gone bear
Pato
weird.
or what?
I've got to say Pato, yeah.
I think it's Dirk.
That's not me.
I think if you get it wrong, you have to have another bite of Twinkie.
Is it? How did you not know that
Way
is you?
too Mandem. Way
How did
too
you not
Mandem
guess
to
that's
be a
yourself?
racing
So that
driver.
means I've got 3 for 3 in that case.
That's actually.
But you genuinely. You're,
No, hang on a second.
gone bear
No,
weird.
what,
Yeah.
Sky's gone bear weird.
Hashtag Red Sun.
Is this,
Wow.
is this when they have the blood orange?
I mean, to be
this
fair-
is 3 a.m. kebab, Tommo. This is why I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I would like to know, can the producers let me know what year you got that tweet from? Because I'm thinking, because I've been on Twitter for a long time, but I only started posting when I started making videos, so...
3 a.m.
2013. Wow, research done.
2013! That was
none of
fun.
us.
It was far
Wow.
back.
None of us
Like,
are
I mean, fair play. I don't know how you found that, but I mean,
Fair play.
well
fair
done,
play.
McLaren.
That's 2 o'clock in the morning, Twinkie
That's
Tommo.
incredible.
Yeah.
About the sun being bare weird.
You know what? Actually, I think my last Instagram post is a red sunset. So follow
Now
me
on to
on
tweet number
@TomMcCluskey_ and you can find out yourself. Right, the race is restarting once again. Get the little plug in. We're gonna have to. Oh, here we go. Oh, Alex below out front. Scotty Dixon
Pain
right
is
for you
only
guys.
temporary.
Race restart. Quickly on this one.
forever.
But I want to keep your nose clean here.
The timing. We'll get back
Get to the
onto
last-
the
get to the fourth
social post because the race has just restarted
Yeah.
and it is. Oh,
Sato sending it. He's in
close.
6th.
Takuma.
Nice.
Yeah, has Takuma got up to P6? Go on, Takuma.
Almost onto the grass there.
Yes,
Too wide,
son.
down the
I
inside,
told you.
lovely, dice. Pato
told
keeps
you.
his position in 4th.
Brilliant. Yeah, I know Pato's
Dixon said that. I think
Felix still P8 though.
Tony Kanan's battling with Carpenter over there, but we can't see it.
Shout out Ed Carpenter, by the way. Owns his own race team, Ed
Oh,
Carpenter
here we go.
Racing.
Move for the lead.
Legends.
Move for the lead. Nope.
And
thought
Scott
better of it.
Dixon moves ahead. And Pato moves up to
P3, I think it is.
P3. And that, I've got to say, that McLaren livery is beautiful.
So
Asymmetry is underrated. Stick it on the F1 car, Zach Brown. Come on. If you watch
One off
do it.
liveries.
You know it makes sense. Yeah, Scotty Dixon takes the lead from Alex Below.
got the train back in.
Otherwise, in the field,
I love how you just see the S's as they follow each other, just like in F1, kind of get the slipstream, just to manage fuel, stay in that slipstream.
that's what I mean. That's it. That's such a huge factor in this
Yeah.
race because you're going so. The faster you go, the more Mother Nature tries to hold you back. So you get so much effect. That's why again, it makes sense for Scott Dixon and Alex Palou to try as much as they can to work together to keep Pato behind. Pato needs to make sure he doesn't lose too much sight. But then I suppose how long? What we're almost a quarter of the way into the race. Still a long way to go. Chance of a flag of some point coming out. probably quite likely.
I know that last season Pato came very close to getting the win, didn't he? So he's going to be hungry just to get that.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, he doesn't make
so
a desperate
tight,
move towards the end, keeps his level head, but they know that he's going to make that move.
This is
they
his
give him a
third,
whiff.
I believe, Indy 500, and the previous times it's always been, I think, within the top 10 or even like top 5, I should say.
Yeah.
So he's always been just on the cusp of it. So, but he's doing very well. He's defending very well next to Ericsson. And also, just like when you're fuel saving, like you have to be in a slipstream, and even then, if you're just out of it, that's when we start to see mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Well, you saw with
Start getting
Renus,
dirty,
he just lost it completely on his own. You know, whether it's a bit of a crosswind or just a bit of dirty air from the car in front, and it just takes the slightest. I mean, qualifying. I don't know if you boys watch qualifying. Qualifying was oh my God, how close Roman got to the wall.
Oh yeah, it just kept getting closer and then closer and closer.
It was
Find that limit.
just insane, and they're doing like 230 miles an hour. It's incredible as Alex Palou takes the lead back, but Pato's staying close, 8/10.
He's just keeping there.
Just relaxing. Hopefully, he's playing that in the smart strategy. You know, just let them battle it out, wait for them to make a mistake, and then capitalise.
And we can hear him when he's lifting off as well. Just like he doesn't necessarily need to go for second or anything. He doesn't need that extra pressure. So just going to keep behind, reserve my fuel, and then when I want him to attack, then I can.
I'm keeping an eye on the rev limiter, and you can just see it like as he approaches, you just lift off the revs.
But he is as close to Scott Dixon as Scott Dixon is to Alex Palou, pretty much. So he just needs to keep in that slippery stream, and he'll be fine. He will be fine. There's plenty of time to go.
Got a question for you in Twitch chat, Tommo.
If you have a favourite
Can we ask
beer.
that actually?
Oh God, here we go.
Can we ask that? I'm not sure if we
This
can
one
ask that.
might eject the room, but I don't like beer at all.
No,
Sorry,
just don't
you didn't
give
get
me
you
that.
you couldn't see Dirk up close, but look, your eye twitched. It was like an involuntary reaction.
My brain can't comprehend.
I don't like beer.
You know,
what about blonde beers?
Overrated. What's that?
are you an ale
Like
guy?
a leffe, like a light beer, like a Belgian beer,
Nah.
You're
just
an
don't
ale
like beer.
guy.
or like a Mexican
I
beer.
don't like beer. Just any beer, no. I'm a cider man. Anyway,
Tweet number
pack
4.
2. We had a little break just as the race restarted. Pain is only temporary, but victory is. That's Matt all over. Surely that's if that's not come out of Matt Amos's mouth, I don't
That's
know what
definitely
has.
not me. That's definitely not me.
What are these
On
hashtags?
PR Racing. That's
Mr.
Pato.
Team Cooper Tire. Okay, so
I
these
think
are
that's Pato. Look at all the hashtags, man.
interesting.
got
Hashtag by
IndyCar
Gap
in there.
Guard.
So this, I'm going to say Pato, maybe.
I'm going to
say
go Pato
Pato.
as well.
Yeah, let's go Pato.
Can we have a look at this race news?
Yes.
I resent this. Jane secretly loves Twinkies. I resent that.
You can't hide from the truth, James.
Also, can we just acknowledge if this is what you had? You didn't even have any of the
scream
cream
on
on
It was a
I don't want the cream. That's the last thing I want.
Why didn't you do what?
To be
I
fair,
don't wanna go that deep.
I won't eat a jelly bean. As Callum Ilott, and I'm pretty sure that's Colton Herter, are switching places. Go on, Cal. I'd love to see Callum do well here.
Fun facts. Callum Ilott was my teammate in my season 1 Twitch stream on my team.
There you go.
Sacked him
Oh, wow.
for poor performance.
Savage.
It's fun facts.
Well, you're not in charge of Junkos. Junkos? I don't know how it's pronounced. That's his racing team, by the way, to anyone who just thinks I've lost my mind.
Fun fact, I've won 4 out of 4 predictions so far on the tweets.
Well done.
who was
Tweet 5.
Who was tweet?
Oh my goodness.
No,
Massive
Colton
crash.
Herter.
No, that's not live, you
That's
numpty.
Not live? Oh,
Oh my.
Showing Colton Herter.
This is what I have to
simple
part with.
attention span.
Previously.
Right, so they just showed a replay of Colton Herter's huge accident, and these mugs thought it was live. It was showing live in the bottom
You can
corner.
see him driving.
Gods.
I thought that was the replay of earlier. I got the wrong replay swapped around.
Colton's fine.
There we go. Everything's fine.
I mean,
Everything's
it's not
fine.
a crazy video.
Back to
right?
Street 5. Hey, look, they're going to show it again. They're just showing the replay.
that's
That's
me.
Right, here we go. Blank. I think I have a crush on @Daniel Ricciardo.
That's me.
Look at that smile.
That's me.
Hashtag F1, hashtag Formula 1. I mean, there's
I
two
don't think
big
it
Danny
is.
Rick fans in the house. What do we think, James, out of the two of these? Because I could easily see both of them tweeting that,
Yeah,
if
I'm a Danny Rick fan.
not something more passionate. I'll be honest. Like,
I mean,
know how much
not to
they-
that level.
I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
He's a funny
God.
guy. If I had to pick one of these two to have written that, why is there a... Okay, I'm very distracted by the random full stop, which is just an island by
the
itself.
format is, I don't know.
Listen.
I think I'm going to say Dirk.
I'm thinking this is Dirk.
What if I was
Nah,
bluffing?
you would say that.
What if that's actually?
Oh no, because I feel
Oh, no, you want to preserve your 5 out of 5.
well, no, because I don't. He's my favourite, but I wouldn't.
Oh, no, I could see Matt saying that, though.
But I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm going to say Matt.
It doesn't
I've
look like he's
changed my
lying,
mind.
though.
I've changed my mind.
No, I think it's
Matt's
like-
questioning himself. Matt's like,
Well, I didn't think I tweeted mine, but apparently I had. Hashtag Red Sun. Who the hell tweets that? What's wrong with me?
it's Dirk.
Right, I'm saying Matt.
I think this is Dirk.
You're
saying me.
It's Dirk or it's DJ Khaled.
Well, I think Dirk's taken the majority vote, and it is.
It's Dirk.
There we go.
Smile.
I'm glad I was wrong. Well done, me.
I do love him.
5
Well
for
done, mate.
5 for me.
No, it's a team effort. It's not an individual effort, Matt.
No, this is a contest.
It's a team
You're
effort.
winning. By we, I mean
so
me.
cringy from me, man.
That was iconic. I mean, he's got a great smile. To be
He
fair,
has
to
got a
him.
great smile.
He's
I
got
love
a
it.
really-
It gives me life. It radiates.
Pat's doing a great job.
Very
P3
good.
at the minute, highest running Chevrolet engine as well.
Tommo wave.
In case you didn't know,
Tommo
are we
wave.
waving? We waving.
Just waving. He's saying hi.
Hello.
can't
Hello,
read it
everyone.
'cause it's
Hello, everyone watching. You've got two engine suppliers, Honda and Chevrolet. And I don't know. I feel like obviously Scotty Dixon, Alex Blow, but then Pato, best running of the Chevys. Ed Carpenter, he qualified really well Chevrolet engine as well. So I don't think there's much in it between the two engine manufacturers at the moment. But I know that's changed over the years. But it's a pretty even spread as we're looking at the moment. You've got Dixon and Palou at the front in the Hondas, but then otherwise it's pretty much Honda, Chevy, alternating.
Nice to
Am
see.
I right in saying they all have the same chassis as well?
Correct. They're all Dallara chassis.
Yeah.
I think Zach Brown was saying that there's like 15 drivers who could potentially win today, like at least. Which I think makes it really, really awesome versus, you know, you could see like there's a clear delta in many Formula One seasons with like, I don't know, 3-4 teams that could win a race and everyone else is going to be behind them if something crazy happens.
That's the thing. As long as you keep yourself in the fight, that last pit stop, keep yourself in there. Like anything can, like it's almost kind of like it's just about getting to that last pit stop window and giving yourself a chance. As long as you do that, then you've got a shot. You've got a shot because people have won from, you know, Helio Castroneves when he won last year. Like I'm pretty sure he wasn't running that highly for most of the race. He was doing okay and then just was able to use his experience to capitalise towards the end. So.
It's the thing, so like I can critique, you know, Scott Dixon and like swapping back and forth for the lead, and I can look at that being like, well, that's silly. You should just keep behind, save fuel and such. But obviously, he's got way more experience than I would ever imagine. So clearly, something's working out there. But then, Pato's just staying right behind and just loving all of it, really.
But again, like I say, it makes sense to work together because then you get a bit of slipstream, you can fuel save, then they can return the favour. It's only again getting into those final laps that. You know, gloves come off, but...
So I'm going to comment on something because I think it's something that a lot of people kind of don't understand. I know it's something that I didn't click in my head when it comes to fuel saving and why they do it, but it's probably one of the most important things you can do in an endurance race, especially for 24-hour races, because the amount of time that you save throughout the entire race by just reducing the amount of time you're in the pits is so incredibly long. But people don't necessarily, it doesn't click until, like it took me a while, and I do endurance racing, it took me a while for it to click in my head and go, oh my God, if I was just fuel saving this entire time, I could have saved myself an entire pit stop.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, like we don't know who's running, you know, all these different cars are going to be in the same way you see in Formula E. Everyone's got different amounts of battery left as you get towards the end of the race. You know, here we're not seeing how much fuel that, you know, we're seeing how many, you know, laps per set of tyres, but we're not seeing how much fuel they've used.
Those flowers are getting wrecked.
Them flowers, I mean, they're doing a good job, to be fair. Some
They're
beautiful
just really
red,
excited. They're just looking
white and
each time
purple.
someone goes past.
They're big fans, and maybe they're big fans of fuel saving as well. But it's a good point. It's a very good point. And there's a long way to go.
Mate, the amount of time it took me to click in my head, the amount of people went just fuel save, fuel save, fuel save, and then like, because you do the calculations and you go, how much fuel am I going to have at the end of the race? Do I have enough to like get to the end? And then there was a race I was doing and I went, I don't have enough fuel. Like I'm under fuel by like a couple of laps, and I have to do another pit stop or else I won't make it. But if I was just fuel saving the whole time before, I would have saved an entire stop.
Well, they're usually like 6 to 7 pit stops.
Yeah.
in the Indy 500. So yeah, like you say, if you can save a whole pit stop.
It's literally those small little
so much
margins
time.
of just lifting and coasting into every little bit of corner, and then eventually it all adds up.
And that's what we're seeing from Pat O'Ward now. You see him get behind, get close, and then he just lifts off completely and just stays behind the entire time.
Because then it's just using fuel you don't need to.
Exactly.
Like if you're keeping in with them with the slipstream, that slipstream is keeping your car in that momentum for you. So you can let off sort of 200 or 300 meters before, and you can just save an extra fuel.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, we see that in Formula E because the cars are basically preloaded, where you have to regenerate, get about 70% worth of the battery is already there, but you won't make the full way if you don't lift and coast. So you literally are forced to have to do that. So yeah, obviously we're here. We don't know what everyone's strategies are.
No.
Pit stops around about 6 to 7. But we're starting to
Beauty
see
of the
some
unknown,
now.
because we're about a third of the way into the race now. Again, there's not been, Pato's been slowly moving his way up through the fields. Marcus Ericsson doing a really good job as well, ex-F1 driver. But obviously, yeah, Rinus VK's huge hit on the side.
Reckon he sorted that Magnussen got called back and he didn't?
It's difficult, isn't it? 'Cause I feel like Ericsson, the problem for Marcus was when Leclerc came in and definitively beat him. It wasn't really even that close in 2018, was it?
No.
Leclerc did a job on him, and with the amount of experience Marcus. But again, you can, it's a completely different. I know when I was at Miami, I was chatting to Tatiana Calderon, and she was IndyCar driver at the minute, and she was saying that these cars are so different to any of the junior Formula cars, any super Formula cars, completely different. She's tested F1, totally different to that as well. It's such a different experience, and there's all this talk. I mean, there's a lot of talk at the minute
Look
around
at the wings, look at the rear
Yeah,
wings. You're not experiencing the same amount of downforce.
current generation of F1, how certain drivers are adapting better than others, and I think Indy cars, it's a much more physical experience. It's it's a completely different. Yes, they might be open wheelers with wings on, but they're not the same as F1. They're not the same as Super Formula. They're not the same as Formula E. It's a completely different experience driving these cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's some of the circuits they go to. I think Long Beach is a great example where you're really seeing them properly at the limit. A lot of the circuit for it, it's all just bumps and such. So they go through so much physical energy to actually get through this race. Whereas this one here is more although it's more mentally inducing, having to just do a few sort of turns and stuff at such high speeds, the rest of the season is actually so physical for them.
Yeah.
Especially as you said, they're not really relying too much on aero for the rest of their season. Whereas here, it's pretty much everyone knows the exact opportune sort of way to do it.
How many people did they say were there? 273,000.
I think that the capacity is about 250,000. It's around that.
Crazy.
Which is
275,000.
which is the biggest of any sporting venue in the world.
I want to see stats of burger consumption, and stuff like this. These are the numbers I want to know.
I mean, considering they haven't been able to do this since 2019 as well, it's just that it's going to be fully sold out, which they are. There's loads of people normally on the inside circuit as well, having a massive little festival. Getting the barbecues out, love it.
Imagine the storage for burger cheese.
Just completely yeeted that gun.
These are the things that we don't think about. These are the things we don't think about. It's true. Who's responsible for that?
Yeah.
Running an event, this bit. Whose job's that?
Right.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I want to know. Let us know.
Onions.
You know, this square cheese you get from the shops, which are yay big, it has 10 in them.
Yeah.
So if that's 10, in theory, I'm trying to work out how much it would be now.
How tall that? Maybe that's a video, Matt.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
How much cheese is consumed at the Indy 500?
How many burger cheese slices
Let
did you
us
get
know
in
the
the studio?
Twitch chat. Let us know what you think the amount is. How much slices of cheese is it consumed?
That's the thing.
How much slice of cheese?
Oh, here we go. Sean,
got another
and
one.
that is a Jonkos. Is that Callum Ilott? I'm not sure. It's either him or one of his teammates.
Doesn't look like he can drive that car anymore.
That is.
He's literally driven the wheels off that thing.
That is a car out.
All four of his tyres gone. No, I see one on the front right's there, but
Yep, I'm pretty sure
Technically, it's still there.
that's Callum, isn't it?
it's not. There's nothing but scratch.
Pretty sure that's Callum Ilott.
He can still race that.
Big shunt. Oh, I think that's a mix-up going into the pits.
As we were talking about earlier,
Exactly what you said.
very, very easy to
Yeah, Callum's
completely miss
fine.
someone on
Big
the
shot
side.
for Callum Ilott. That's a shame. He was doing well. He was doing a really good job. He was having a good little battle with Colton Herter, but unfortunately his race has come to an end. Right, what's
Here's a
gone on
replay
here?
of what happened. So yeah, loses it on the rear.
No, he just drops
He's
it.
lost it. That's the dirty apple with kicking
Drops it. No faffing about
Was he
with
on
the
the
pits.
exit of the pits as well?
Just drops
Yeah.
it.
Same exact
place.
crash that happened
Drops it.
earlier.
Yeah.
It looks like exit the pits, gone to some
dodging all
dirty
the
air,
debris as well.
Yeah.
lost the rear tyres and just
Big
straight to the
shunt.
wall.
Big shunt.
He had to go over some of that debris.
Oh, and then Alex Pallou's going into the pits, and then
So yeah, anyone going for the pits, unfortunately, yeah, they've closed it off for safety, but then it means he has to just go straight through and can't pit underneath it.
so yeah.
Oh,
Callum-
there's so much debris on going across the track as
and
well.
again, he's hitting that wall at 220 probably.
I think that was a. No, that's just crashed. It's exact replica of the crash earlier.
But luckily with that carbon fibre, it's designed to take a lot of big brunt, but also it's to disperse all of that energy. So that's why we're seeing so many different little small bits coming off from it. It's kind of
It's doing what it's designed to
its
do.
job, yeah.
In the same way with the Mick Schumacher crash in the F1 race earlier,
Yes.
like the reason that car disintegrates is because it's dispersing all the energy. So that's what you want to see. It's just it's not good for the cars behind because debris. But,
I don't know if this is an actual fact, but apparently this track alone becomes the second biggest city in Indiana by population for a day.
mad.
But how much cheese is consumed within the Indy 500? These are the questions we need to be answered.
Ponded, no.
They don't. Is that a bottle of vodka I see on the table, Pondon?
No, Pondon.
Pondon?
It
I
is.
wish, mate. That would be lovely. Unfortunately not.
Imagine how that would, I know.
Well,
That would be
I'm not being
absolutely
funny. Daniel
reckless.
Ricciardo's got his own wine. Valerie Bottas has got his own gin.
Yeah, true.
You know, drivers are
Wants to.
expanding and, you know, their
What would,
portfolios of businesses.
What would Lando Norris's
Ooh, that's a good
food or
question.
drink?
Nando's.
Nando's.
Of course.
He was so.
brings out
James
his
was
own
already like
sauce
on
for
the
it.
answer before they even finished.
Seasonal.
That's why you've got the tick. You've
Iffy.
both got tick marks on Twitter.
We do.
Wait,
yes.
dude, I didn't realise that you did until.
I do, yeah.
And I was like, wait, 1 second, hold on.
I'm
That was split down the middle.
That Amos
Officially
does know
me.
everyone. He knows everyone.
Technically, it
Officially.
was charity work, but yes. just do some charity
There
work,
you
guys.
go. Lando's got to do a flavoured milk. That's a good shout.
Lando's
Colin.
milk.
Good shout.
I think
yeah, there's gotta be.
after speaking with him, I think he's more trying to move off away from the milk thing because that was
milk
more when he first
questions
started with McLaren. But
Yeah, Indy 500. One day, Lando, when he's in his 40s, Indy 500, race winner, milk, bosh, job
Yeah.
done.
What's the step up from milk, though?
Cheese.
Twitch question.
Just leave it for a bit longer.
Well, I'm sure you can drink
Before I think
cheese in
about
America.
that. So remember how I was on, came on and they said someone told me about the milk thing.
Yeah.
So I got a question in chat saying, if you won the Indy 500, what kind of milk would you drink?
Would you
Oh,
drink?
for me, I'd
yeah,
definitely
'cause
go
we-
whole.
yeah.
Purely just on the respect of like the championship. I would,
Respect.
well, no, purely because that's what they've done from the beginning, and so I want to continue the tradition. Whereas I would normally drink like semi-skimmed.
You can drink a semi-skimmed.
Yeah, no,
I was
but
holding it
I
against you.
would rather sort
Fair
of be, like
enough.
just be my
If it's going to be
traditional
milk, it
self,
has
and
to be
then-
milk.
Embrace the tradition.
Yeah, like whole milk from its classic, not flask, just the
glass,
bottle.
isn't it?
Yeah, the glass.
I've got a side question,
Go on.
okay, which maybe we can't be too direct about in our answer. Have you guys seen The Boys?
I have not.
I have seen The Boys.
Have you seen The Boys?
It's brilliant.
No, I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
I know,
Okay,
don't know.
okay.
Let's move on from that. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
I want you to finish your point.
No, we can't. I don't think we can.
Movie, what we're talking about here.
Oh,
I've lost the room.
Doug would like to explain.
I'm explaining.
What is it, a movie?
No, we'll have to do it after the broadcast. Moving
Okay.
on, all right, never mind that.
That's for the. Yeah,
What
that's
about
for the
goat milk?
post-race
Have you ever had goat's milk?
I have actually. It's
be
very
fair.
watery. It's
Really?
Yeah, not that pleasant.
I don't think anyone requested goat's milk for
No.
Indy 500.
I like goat's cheese.
I wonder if anyone's
but-
requested oat milk or like a.
I don't
vegan
think
something.
so. I don't think anyone did. I remember seeing the list a few days ago, and it was pretty much mainly full milk.
So
Yeah.
don't joking when they say you have they genuinely request what kind of milk would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like.
yeah. They
You
asked
can. I think
yeah.
you can. I think you can also request water. I think.
I feel like it's just the most American thing, man.
But yeah, it's.
You
yeah.
smell afterwards, but you've just won the Indy 500,
Yeah,
so
they don't
I mean, it's
care,
just
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to give a damn?
Has anyone shoeyed it? Shoeyed the milk?
Oh, that's a shout, actually.
That's
no,
a question.
no, but because you usually pour it over the head, don't you? You don't really drink it so much.
Mark
pour it
I think you know.
more.
I think you take a sip and then you pour it over, so you get the photo op for all of them.
Pato, the blistering stop as
Right,
well.
That is a
out
busy
of the pit
Blistering
roads.
stop. Look
Now.
at this absolute carnage in there.
Pato Pato.
Got a 7-second stop.
You see what I'm seeing? Who's that up number 1? Number 5. Car number 5. Up number 1. Pato Award
I'll
currently
keep
at
putting
the
a bet
minute.
on this.
I'm
Put
amazed it
something
didn't
on
take
this.
it. Oh dear.
That's a big second impact as well. But yeah, Pato has been able
Smash
to
of chocolate.
somewhat. Well, he's not moved. His position has pretty much stayed the same. You still got Felix up in B. Juan Pablo up to P22 currently.
There we go. 7 places.
P21.
Nice.
Or lactose intolerant. I guess that's the water coming in clutch.
Yes.
That makes
You
sense.
should. So the guys in the chat, they should search Twitter for lactose and tolerant. Because some people who don't understand lactose intolerant, right? Lactose and tolerant.
Oh no, really?
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. You can search Twitter for it.
Right, boys, everyone watching, we've got another segment on the cusp. This time, we're taking local sayings from, I imagine, Indiana, from the States. And we've got to work out what these local Indianapolis sayings
Love this.
mean.
This can't end
Love
well for me.
this.
This is not
So,
going well
because
for me.
there's big British bias in this room right now. So, sweeper.
Is this race related or
What
is
is
this
a
just in
sweeper?
general?
Well, this is a lot harder because obviously we
Indianapolis
already
lingo.
have a term of what a sweeper is in the UK, which is, the thing that is like cleaning up the roads.
roads,
like
yeah.
I just think you're like
Isn't it the
a
guy?
sweeper keeper.
I'm thinking
I'm
football.
thinking sweep.
Football, yeah.
But they don't have football.
But they don't play
So
soccer.
that's soccer.
I'm going to say it's some kind of drink. I'm going to say it's like an alcoholic beverage, like.
Oh, that's a good. That's not a bad shout.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll have a sweeper.
I'm gonna say an alcoholic beverage. That's what I'm saying.
A
A
vacuum.
vacuum cleaner.
That's too literal, surely.
Well, technically, I guess that makes sense for like,
I guess that
those
kind of
street
makes
sweepers we have.
Yeah,
guess
you know
still
what?
like
Your
the sound
logic
of it.
was
Even then,
sound.
they
Your
battle
logic
through
was
I
your
sound.
still
Vacuum
like the
is not
sound
bad.
of
Vacuum, though. I
down in a
guess
couple of sweepers.
You're the sweeper.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I
doesn't
guess
like
that's a
beer.
very old saying.
Yeah, I know.
It's like we say
Just have
mixtape,
True.
and it's all SoundCloud,
True.
I suppose.
True.
Here comes
Right.
number 2.
What?
Ope.
Ooh.
Ope. Ope.
My
ope,
God.
Ope.
What? How do you?
I can't even imagine the
Is
accent.
that
I've got no
actually,
ope, boys. I'm not getting this one.
is that actually saying hope, but it's how they say it in their
I
accent?
reckon it
I got
is.
hope me.
I reckon it's just the accent. Accent? Oh my god.
I got some
Yeah.
I still feel like this could be an alcoholic beverage, but I'm not going to make that my answer too.
No, this can't be hope. There's got to be something
Yeah.
more
I'm
involved.
baffled.
Oh, that's a good one.
Chat help.
Okay, I think we're gonna. I think we have to see the oops.
What?
Wow.
Oops. What?
Wow.
I have to say, ope in a sentence.
What do you mean?
How do you even say oops in a sentence? That is the sentence. Ope is the sentence.
Wait, okay.
Ope, you-
reenact knocking over the water onto my phone,
Okay.
but don't actually do it again.
Ope.
There we go.
Ope, I
just
spilled the
sound so
water.
wrong.
I spilled the water.
Wow,
so
that
wrong.
was so.
I
That
don't
was
know. I know. There's
not in the room.
I ran out of talent. Okay.
Offend someone today.
Indianapolis,
I can
born
tell
and bred.
it.
I ran
turns
out.
out.
Let's go on to number 3.
Right, number 3. Let's have a look, boys.
Mangoes.
Mangoes.
This is hard because the words already have meaning.
Or mangos, maybe.
Mangoes.
Maybe it's not pronounced mangoes. It would be
Mangoes.
funny if they are just
I reckon
actually
it's
mangoes.
money.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
that
being
is a
money.
very good
okay.
shout.
I can get on board with that
mangoes.
shout.
As Tommo would say,
few
oh,
mangoes.
thank you, mate.
Yeah, but it must be a certain measure of money. Or something. And it's a plural, right? It's a plural mangoes.
Yeah, a few
So-
stacks.
Stacks. Bills.
Maybe it's a beer. This could be a beer.
Oh no, I can't miss out.
I'll
the
have 2
alcoholic
mangoes,
beverage.
please.
Right, it's beer or.
Up is a nope.
No, let's see the answer cover. We're struggling.
I
here.
want to say it's like some
Green peppers.
Peppers. Mangoes and peppers are interchangeable, apparently.
Apparently.
I'm not having this. That is no, that's
Well, like
wrong.
capsicum peppers, like those kind of ones.
Source the internet.
Why wouldn't you
Switch
just
chat,
say
help us
pepper?
out
It's
here.
the
Wait,
same
I've
amount of syllables.
Got someone from Texas in the chat. Is that actually a thing? Like they
Well-
use mangoes instead of just green.
Well,
Why not just say
our
green
Texan
peppers?
friend in chat doesn't know any of these and doesn't believe. But I guess maybe it's local to
Mangoes.
Indianapolis. Maybe you
Yeah, I
know,
guess so.
Maybe
it's a big country, so who knows?
These are more of like the proper like rural slang, so it might be he's in a nice.
To be fair, there's some things from like Birmingham that I have no idea what they are.
Perhaps. Right, so big issue for Alex Palou, who was running well. He came into the pits just as they closed the pit entry, so he's had to serve. a penalty. So Alex Pallou's chances of winning this race
Has been
that
gone.
were looking very good are now not looking quite so good, which he was very unlucky. He was already on his way into the pits. Callum binned it, and that brought out the reds. And unfortunately,
Why is the...
for Alex, but Pato, that gives Pato a really good chance actually now, because he's still running comfortably up in that top 5. As long as he can stay in top 10,
Is there a safety car out?
he's all right. I think they're still clearing. I'm not sure exactly what
From the
they're doing
crash?
now.
From Callum Miller's crash?
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure. Obviously, again, we saw Monaco earlier. It's one thing cleaning the car. It's another thing, obviously.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
there's safety car still out, so
Ah.
it's repairing any barriers potentially. I guess
Yeah, I
maybe.
guess so.
Because obviously Callum
There was
hit
a lot of debris.
on the outside. A lot. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think debris is probably the biggest thing. It's not just clearing the car. It's tightening all that up as well. So another little break in the race. Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to go. Only
I'm
lap
in
77.
love with this helmet.
He tried to put it on.
I mean, you kind of
It didn't
did.
fit.
Fair.
It got,
I got it to like here.
2/3 of the way.
But when I've gone go-karting before, I've got the visor to here, so I've had to drive like that, basically, with my
Shut your cornhole, mate.
cornhole. That's like their equivalent to like a Calippo. It's like a lolly.
Is it a corner? Is it?
Isn't it? I think it is. It's
I
on a
feel
stick.
like I've heard shut your corner.
I
before.
think I've...
Isn't it?
I think it's a few things. 'Cause I think
Oh,
it's-
I'm thinking of corn dog.
yes. that's a sausage dipped in batter, isn't it?
Cornhole's like pie hole, right?
Yeah, like your
Yeah,
like
mouse.
saying,
All right,
pie
mouse.
hole.
Come on.
pretty sure
You can
I've
also,
heard
you can
it
also
Easy
play
points.
cornhole where it's like a hole in a plank of wood and like you have a bingo.
How do you know that, man?
Oh, they have that game in Texas by the
everything.
Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like a big bar complex, and that's one of the games there is cornhole.
Oh.
Right,
flags,
okay.
back to
Green
racing.
flags, we're back to racing. Pato, go
That
on!
was P1.
At the inside.
Hold that in.
He's got it. Oh, he's backed out.
Love it.
Okay. Pato's fine.
McLaren
Ooh, he lost a bit of
P1
momentum though.
Last question,
Ooh,
Ericsson.
Pato didn't play that too well because now he's lost a lot of momentum. Marcus Ericsson's right on his
Christian
gearbox.
Ericsson. Why did I say Christian?
Marcus.
Bring him back to football.
No, he's fine. Cool.
Yeah, he's pulled away easily there.
That was all right. That was all right.
He was thinking about doing the move, but he's done good now.
But Scott,
built a-
but Connor Daly's gone right up. Look at him, up in P2.
Wow.
He's had a great. He's benefited massively from all those pit stops.
Is that Scott Dixon? Pato's P3.
Scotty Dixon's P1. Pato's, yeah.
Sorry.
Marcus Ericsson's gone for the move on Pato now. So
That is
Pato's
a
moved
bump
back
draft
to
and a half if I've ever seen one.
P4 for now. That's fine.
Rosenquist just losing out in one position there on the restart, but I mean, we've still got over 100 laps to go,
So, I mean-
so it's not the end of the world.
No. That's not. No,
Good job, buddy.
No conclusions need to be jumped to just yet. There's plenty of time in this one. But yeah, Connor Daly come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got into the fast 12, but
Stand up.
yeah, he's benefited massively and got a good little jump up. Tony Kanaan as well, P5, Twitch legend. Good to see. And again, Ed Carpenter in his own race car. I just love that. That is very McLaren, isn't it? Because we don't see that now when you own your own race team.
Yeah.
You know?
And Pato's gone back into third now as well.
Roman Grosjean's dropped to a load of positions, and so has Montoya actually. He's dropped down quite a lot.
See Connor Daly getting out the throttle there just to stay behind Scott. He doesn't want to overtake just yet.
Just want to listen to
did that
the
at the exact
throttle.
same time.
I'm super focused.
He's pitting as well.
It's so fast. I love the TV cam because you can get a better idea of just how fast they're
Yeah.
sending it constantly.
That's what I mean. Right, Connor Daly said, hey, Scott McLaughlin up to P12 as well. V8 Supercars legends. For all you V8 Supercars fans out there, I see you. As we get some, just so many adverts. But I suppose, to be fair, on the actual barriers, we're not actually seeing that much advertising, are we?
No, and I love it.
Compared to at Monaco.
They know it's a
Oh.
that was
Down
good.
the inside. He's not waiting around.
Go!
on, boys.
Left from
He
Connor
just went,
Daly.
nope, that's mine, mate. Thank you very much. Try again later.
Oh, it's a bit risky jinking that quick.
Wow.
When you're going that
Want to
fast.
make a statement.
Yeah, it's Connor Daly up in P1. Doing a great job so far.
As we were saying before with the advertising boards, I think it's because they recognise it's an on-site event which is televised. So like if you're having branding across that, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah. And the cars are plastered
That is
in.
very true, yeah.
But I think it's
Logos
also
anyway,
because
so-
like it's to help as well if there were to be any crashes. That's why you don't have to see any branding on the actual walls itself, because if any of that stuff comes onto track,
Yeah, don't
it's
have
so
to.
hard to get rid of that quickly.
It's just more stuff to clean up, right?
Exactly that.
Change for P1 again. I mean, that bingo card earlier, 3 overtakes for the victory. I think that could have been 300 and it'd still be safe.
I wonder if they just started. I wonder if they just slingshotting each other. Just
Yeah, that's what I mean. Working together.
that is a tactic as well. you know?
Pao's done well there. He's closer to.
Don't defend too hard. Let me through. I'll give you a toe. I'll let you through, and we'll just slingshot each other for the rest of the
all
race.
the Pato needs to do.
Overtake award.
All that.
Keeping, yeah.
I get a full can of jelly, BB.
Keeping that conversation. That's all he needs to do, Pato.
I'm seeing that chat has been loving our hoodies, by the way. It's just, every now and then I see a comment just saying, loving the hoodies, they're clean. Nothing else.
Yeah, I wanted to have one or wear one of them because they actually are really nice and
It's
comfy.
not mine.
I'm boiling in mine, but
Yeah. I mean, if McLaren want this hoodie back, then I don't envy whoever wants to clean it because I'm sweaty. Just saying, okay?
Just saying. I'm
Whichever producer
firing
wants
in
to take that job on afterwards,
Juicy
then
inside the sweater.
yeah, exactly. There you go.
I'll try some.
But you couldn't fit this helmet on earlier, you were saying.
I mean, I took it as far as I could, but I have a
I've
very
got a
big
tiny head. Hayden would
Go for
probably
it.
fit that on Dirk.
give it a
'cause
try.
Hayden's got a tiny head.
Has he?
Yeah,
he's
got
a
very
big
small
guy to have a
head.
tiny
Yeah,
head.
he has.
You've got quite a big.
I've got a massive head.
Who's got the smallest head? You've got the smallest
Probably
head.
me.
Yeah.
I've got a huge
When I've done
one.
casting with Tommo,
They're uncomfortable with the helmet
he normally
molestation.
has the chin like up to here. Sometimes.
Oh, brilliant. I'm just
Right,
trying
I
to
think
see
we can
who
go back to some more slang though.
Yeah, hit me.
back
Me
to the
with someone's
slang.
cornhole. I am going to go
It's
back
got to
and
be
say
mouth.
Mouth. Yeah.
Surely it's mouth.
Sticking by that.
Yeah, I think that's
Surely
the
it's
right one.
mouth.
Go on.
Here we
Hope for
go.
the movies.
Indiana's favourite pastime, a garden game in which players take
How
turns
do you
trying
know
fabric-
that, Matt?
Matt.
So
Matt,
I
give me
read the chat. No, I didn't. I knew that.
cheating. Matt cheating.
That
Producers are saying to me that I read the chat.
explains
It's
so
not
much.
at all. No.
To be fair, you
You
did like
are-
you were very factual with this, so I'll give you it.
It's a plank of wood with a hole at the end with a target.
Like slightly elevated,
Yeah,
right?
in
At
the
the back.
UK, we play it with beam bags, but I think over
We
I used to play that.
it's
we-
actual
I used to play it in
corn.
school, to be fair.
You didn't play football.
I played it in PE.
You didn't play football.
No,
You
I
played
played football.
cornhole.
No,
Who's ready for cornhole, kids? Yeah.
don't ruin my childhood. I'm just saying, in PE, it was.
I mean, maybe that makes sense when he says shut your cornhole
Yeah.
rather than it being a mouth. It's because it's the. it's
Yeah, I guess
very
maybe.
Is that where it
limited,
comes from, you
maybe.
reckon?
But,
Maybe,
But yeah,
maybe,
that's why. And I assume maybe they have old corn they just throw in rather than bean bags.
Matt is the resident farmer, so you should have.
beans
To
in
be
Indiana.
fair, yeah, should have
Down
backed
with
you
the
with
trivia.
that one.
You'd be
All right,
great
we got
at
another
that
one.
quiz.
We got another one, everyone. Puppy chow. I mean, chow's food, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dog food
Kids'
would
food.
be the. You'd think dog food, wouldn't you? Maybe puppy, yeah, maybe kids because it's
Puppy
like
chow.
young.
Dog food.
But
Oh,
I mean, it's probably going to be
Maybe
like
a beef stew.
it's probably going to be like an astronaut or
Or
something.
could
I
it
don't
just
know.
be like, I don't know if, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say,
Careful.
how do I word it?
Go
Could
on.
they,
How do you word it, Dirk?
could it be some other way of saying like, how do I say this?
Dog food's too obvious, surely.
Like kids chat. There we go, that's when I use that. I don't know. The way I want to say it in my head, I can't say it, so I'm not going to say it.
I'm going
Let's
to go a bit different. I'm going to say maybe it's like a beef stew because it looks like what dog would eat if it was cold.
Oh, yeah,
No?
yeah, like
That's
dog's
literally
dinner.
that's all I'm
Yeah, like dog's dinner is something
grasping
that
at straws here.
doesn't look appetizing. But then
Dog dinner
puppies
could
are
be the one,
cute.
actually.
I like the idea of it
where's the
not
puppy
necessarily being food. You're like what, like an immature conversation?
Yeah, like an immature.
Oh, 4 wide! 4 wide!
He's looking at that thinking now.
Wait, bingo card. Bingo card had 3 wide. Call it 4 wide. Bloody hell.
Why? He had literally nowhere to go.
Down the straight, to be fair, but that's still sketchy. Like, it wasn't around a corner.
Oh, around the
As
outside.
road growth.
Come on, make it work. Stick it.
Road
stick
growth is
it.
part of it.
Stick it.
Very nice.
You've still got 113
He stuck it.
laps
Down
to
the
go,
inside,
lads.
down the
Yo!
inside. Oh, I love that.
The send!
Almost 3 wide for the big guy.
That is, I think that's Alex
Down the
Palou,
inside,
right?
tuck it in.
Or am I mistaken? I
beautiful.
think that was Alex Palou, actually, trying to make his way back through the field.
But
Beautiful.
puppy chow, what are we thinking?
Puppy chow, I'm going to say, yeah, like a grim-looking dinner.
Puppy chow.
I'm gonna say.
Grim-looking dinner.
it's
Oh, no.
pork.
Puppy chow. Someone's thrown up.
Oh,
Oh, that's fair.
okay.
Sort of along the same thing.
We've got a few options. Surely one of us must be right. Come on,
You've gone through the whole box of
come on,
Twinkies.
come on. Let's reveal.
Puppy chow
Let's
afterwards.
reveal. What is if it's for Twinkie, then I will leave this room.
Post
I'm gonna
Twinkie
say like
Thunder.
crap.
And India, peanut butter chocolate. Oh, okay. So it's like a
okay.
local delicacy.
Not
Cereal,
beef
right?
stew.
Cereal.
Peanut
Okay.
butter and chocolate is nice.
I'm going to
Crispy
go
Chows.
for Twinkie.
That sounds quite good, actually.
Are you not
Do
eating?
we have
Double
any puppy
dipping,
chat?
I can't.
Producers, do we have
Like
any puppy-
psychologically,
No.
I cannot. I don't want my
I'd love it
body
if there was a bag of puppy
to
chow here. That'd be
ingest
nice.
that. I can't do it. I just can't.
Is it sugar intake or?
I don't know what it's made of. It doesn't like. It's not
There's
edible.
so many things that you
Look,
don't know
there's an
what they're made
asterisk.
of.
I feel like you can only
derived
have one of
from a
those once a
genetically
month.
modified source.
Yeah,
does have
maybe.
that.
I have all kinds of alarm bells.
It's that time of the month for me to have my monthly
do it.
Twinkie. Right, let's next slang as I crack on with some Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, not turkey twizzlers.
Tenderloin. Well, I mean, surely
If that's just
Yeah.
not a steak, I'm gonna be disappointed.
It's a type of cut-off steak.
Well, it is a steak, so we're correct. Whatever happens.
Pork
It's an
tenderloin.
area and deep.
Whatever the producers say, we
it's
are
not-
correct. Okay, I'm sorry.
We are there's definitely not vegans.
It's a
Sat
place.
here.
It's a place.
Oh, these are very disappointing, these Twizzlers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The look from your face just nah. I
They
don't
look
want
to be
like-
sweeter than they are, but.
it's a no from me.
Let me
I'm
give it
sorry.
a go.
I'm just going to put that.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't Twizzlers the one where you can bite off each end and then you can use it as a straw?
That's nasty. Not that one. Not that one.
I'm pretty sure that's what
Right.
Twizzlers are.
Tenderloin, lads. What are we saying? Any other shouts other than a meat?
It's a place.
A place?
Yeah.
Like
It's a nickname for an area.
A sawcroach.
In
Saw-
India.
saw-
I saw you down
sawcroach.
tenderloin.
A sore part of your body.
A sore part of your body. Oh, that's tenderloin. A piece of
I
pork
was
that
right
has been
first,
breaded
yeah.
deep fried. Okay.
Yeah.
Our instincts were correct.
Oh, okay. It's a bit like a schnitzel in that case.
This isn't too bad, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with Twizzlers you can bite off each
can.
end
There's
and
a
then
hole
use
in
it
it.
and use it as a straw.
They're not
Yeah.
very nice and there's not much flavour.
let
It's
me
just a
try
very
one more.
mild,
They're subtle.
unpleasant flavour.
I like it. They're like
It's like cherry, isn't it? I don't really like cherry.
I don't like
flavours,
cherry. To be
Sorry,
fair.
you
These are
can't
alright.
eat Twinkie, but you want to eat this.
Yeah.
Not
I
I'm not having. I mean,
Right,
apart
can't
from
do
the
the
Twinkie,
Right.
I'm not having the best time with these
both
snacks.
So where was Longard at the moment?
these we have to.
Longard.
They're a bit melty.
Oh yeah,
Is in
Reese's.
the. I think
Chocolate's,
Longard's in the
little
bottom
bit
10.
Right, let's see if I can use it as a straw.
I'm just waiting. So he's currently P22. Is Christian Longard?
I don't
It
know
works
about
as a
you.
straw.
Really?
I told you.
Alex Pillow, back up to
To bite off each
P-
end and stick
26.
it through.
Well, like a
Oh my god! I
Tim
just had
Tam.
Do you remember as a kid we had a chocolate? It was like a thing with chocolate at the
the
top.
chocolate milk inside
and you
inside
could throw it.
Oh,
Oh, mate! I just had a flashback of that.
That's
I'm
what
like,
we'll have when we win the Indy 500. We'll have that little straw.
100 that's what I want. Why did
Brilliant.
that just came back? Just gave me some
good.
positive child memories. Used to have that like.
Good vibes.
Have I been a good boy? Just give it that. I'll just be living life. Oh,
Right. As I finish my Reese's Pieces, dip pretzels. I'll give these a 6.
we've had a pit lane speed violation. No, we haven't.
You rate the
I'll give
Twinkie
these a
above that?
6.
Have we had a speed?
No, actually, no, that's a good point.
Technically, it wasn't
Twinkie
pit
rating
lane
is
speed. It was
Eight.
just went into the pit lane when he wasn't meant to be
That's a
there.
pit lane. That's a pit lane violation.
Even
Yeah.
Speed
speeding,
violation.
though.
No, not speed violation.
We haven't
So
seen any celebrities yet.
yeah, I think checkered flag that'll come surely. I think there'll be some kind of celebrity on the. Maybe not though, because you get the guy who's super going
Mr.
mad with the
Worldwide?
flag.
Doesn't he have a team in? He's got a team, doesn't he? In Mr. Worldwide.
Who does?
Pitbull.
Maybe.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
I know that what Letterman does, doesn't he? Raoul Letterman Racing, I think it is. Also,
What's the
again,
celebrity?
tweet us your favourite American-based snack as well with the hashtag ShadowWatch. So let us know what your thoughts are, what your ratings of Reese's pretzels and James's favourite.
James's favourite
Twinkies.
Twinkies.
It's not my favourite. I don't care what the ticker
what?
thing says. Okay.
Takuma Sato,
believe you.
look at that man. Takuma Sato, P45, two-time Indy 500 winner. I knew he'd won it before.
You know what I'm loving
P10,
about
45.
IndyCar right now is the age differences across
Yeah,
the
it's
grid.
great.
It's crazy. You've got some absolute legends in motorsports racing, and then you've got rookies like Callum Mailbot,
Yeah.
who's what in his early 20s, very early 20s.
I would
That's
love
crazy.
to see Fernando move into. I know he's talked about the triple crown. Obviously, he had that attempt with McLaren that unfortunately didn't bear the fruits that he hoped. But I think that by IndyCar standards, he's a junior pretty much. By Indy 500 standards, you look at you can be in your mid to late 40s and still be competitive in the Indy 500. I hope Fernando goes for it again.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I would love to.
I
see
think
it.
it was just a car that unfortunately that failed him, but just in that one in his last race, I think it was. But like his performance, like in qualifying and stuff, was brilliant.
So I mean, he's
a good racer.
He's the top. He's proven he can still do it, which
Absolutely.
a lot of drivers, especially Formula One, you know, once you get into those late 30s, then look how quick those cars are going. The sense of speed is difficult because, of course, the cameras are following the cars, but I would love to go to the Indy 500.
I know on NASCAR, you get those camera angles where you have that one guy that spot one car, and just follow him as he zooms past. You get those crazy speeds. But it's the same as in F1 in Australia. You've got that one angle through the fast left right chicane at the end of Sector 2, Sector 3.
You got the camera operator at Eau Rouge Radion. Is that?
You literally
Just that one static angle where it's like camera's fully placed here.
on the uphill as well. That's what I'm knowing about. That's when you can
Keep it on a
actually
wide
see
lens,
how quick
show the speed, and it's brilliant.
If you had a trackside seat behind that fence, imagine the tan you'd get with all these like fence lines on your head.
True.
Gotta think tactically about
that would
these
take
things,
some
guys.
explaining.
Yeah.
You look
You've
like
got to bring the fisherman's hat. You
like
You're
a
there, you're there
barbecued
for
sausage.
hours as well.
It's just skin complete.
don't have prison break tan.
I've had
That's a good point.
I've seen that comment so many times. Sato only wins when Alonso's in the field.
I mean, listen, Takuma. Listen.
I love it.
I do think those. I mean, I think sense of speed. And we talk about coverage, and there's been so much spoken of, you know, F1 broadcasting, and I mean, particularly around Monaco, it was a bit.
Right,
sus at
Monaco
times, wasn't it?
this year and last. Oh, no, I didn't watch this year's, but last year was. And no, in fact, I watched the broadcast from qualifying, and even then it was.
Yeah.
But it's so important because, you know, a tiny proportion. Yeah, when you're there at a race, you kind of see your corner. It's cool, but you don't get to take in the whole race. Having a good broadcast that captures the sense of speed is so important, and I think Indy's doing a really good job actually. I mean, they're going 230 miles an hour, so
Here we go.
it shouldn't be that
an angle
hard.
like this is sweet.
But some of these angles are absolute top tier.
And also, like, I think in my view, like IndyCar onboard cameras are so far superior than any others that we're seeing. They
100%.
already implemented helmet cameras way before Formula E and even Formula One. They've got the 360 rotating one, which yes, it's a bit
And they're
jolty,
actively
it's
used
not
in the
smooth,
race.
but the fact that it can be remote controlled like that is amazing.
Yeah, for replays as well, that's really cool.
It's so good. And the reason they can't use helmet cameras anymore is literally just because of the shield in front of them, because the height, the camera used to just be on top of them. And it used to look really good when they didn't have the sort of the shield around them now. That's literally the only reason why they can't do it. And they also were the first ones to start using drones within race broadcast as well. They don't do it too much anymore just because of safety issues. But yeah, it's incredible.
Is that a collision?
A little
Tap down the.
Yeah, there was a little tap on the Lucas, and then
It was.
looking at a replay, during practice, I believe it is.
that was.
Tapped his rear right, and then
All
he
you need,
goes
though,
the
is a
unfortunate
little
victim.
kiss.
That's all it takes as we pass halfway, boys.
101 laps.
Pass
Made it through. Actually
halfway.
going through very quickly, to be fair.
Scotty Dixon still leads, the quickest man in qualifying. Stayed up top. It was him and Alex Palou, wasn't it? Change of positions. Palou got super unlucky with that time in the safety car. Fallen right back, so I think his chances are probably gone. I mean, if Palou's able to recover this, that is one hell of a drive.
The field is not. It's like they're only spread out the top 15 within 10 seconds of each other. So it's like all you need is just one more of an instant, bunched up again, and then race on. Really.
And like we saw again, like these incidents have been happening. Yeah, Renus's big crash, Callum's big crash, just on their own, and that can happen at any corner at any time. Just lose it, carry a bit too much speed, and you are fully punished. This track will punish you if you make mistakes.
I think you asked that question, didn't you?
What's that?
What favourite candy was?
Red
What?
vines.
Red vines.
Red vines.
Check out the
Interesting.
Shadow Watch Twitter, and it's apparently red vines.
Red vines.
Is my favourite American candy. I'll try to think what
Oh
red
yeah, I think
vines is.
there's a competition between those two, that and Twizzlers, isn't there?
Interesting.
Which ones do you prefer?
What else have we got here?
I think
that we
red
haven't-
vines don't have the twirl in them.
Are they the same thing?
How do you know all
Sort
this,
of.
Matt, about these American?
Just watch American TV shows, I believe. But I think, I think Twizzlers are they still have the straw elements, but
Yeah.
red vines are literally, it's a little bit like strawberry laces, but without the filling inside, I believe.
Very nice.
So it's,
I'm going to try a nerd.
Got another one here. Victorious, my boy Victorious. So shout out to Vic. It's got a big Jolly Ranchers. They're the only American sweets I've ever had though. And with that, we've got some Jolly Ranchers here.
Oh, Jolly Ranchers are bangers. I can show
Right,
you one of those.
hang on.
I'm parched from that Twinkie I nibbled. Oh, they're sours.
Showing. Oh, you've got the. Hang on. So we've got Nerds. We've got Jolly. They look similar.
Gummies.
They do look very similar.
These. Okay.
And I'm going to try one.
Yeah,
Because if he's saying it's his favourite one,
Oh, so you got two different colours.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Interesting.
Are they like...
What the hell?
What have you
like
done to
sours.
that?
You've
I
all...
think it has like a dispenser. You've just
You are terrible, man.
Tommo.
like
It's
a
not
claw hammer
like-
to it. There's literally 2 holes. How abused that is.
There's literally directions on the package.
holes.
I ain't got time for that. I just want to eat something.
Yeah, but now you're going to pour it out and all of it's going to come out to your hand.
Man.
Have you never had a Tic Tac? Even that, so you pop
He's
both
picking them out with 2 fingers, one by one.
I mean, one at a time, they're
just
actually all
pour
right.
it into your hand. Just...
But I feel like at any more increased level, I'm not.
I mean,
that
it's going to
impressed.
be the same. Oh, well.
I've already
Oh
chucked
my
them over
God.
the floor.
You know
I feel
what?
bad for the cleaner.
Right.
You
I
are
dropped
a
2
mess.
nerds, okay?
I would
2
like-
nerds.
How do I even?
Yeah, just commit.
I feel like I've had those before. Oh, no, I haven't. Right.
I feel like I need to pour hot water into this.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I mean-
It looks like a noodle.
It does.
A noodle.
No. We should eat them dry.
Frosted
I heard that's what they
toasted
do.
oat
Jolly
cereal
Ranchers.
with marshmallows.
Vic, if you're watching
Lucky
this
Charms.
and they're terrible, we're gonna have some
Right.
strong words later, mate.
Interesting.
What's that?
Can I do the?
Lucky Charms.
My favourite American
Look at how
cereal.
he just glowed up. You
My
are.
American favourite cereal. You can go, you can
choking
buy
on
that
candy.
as a cereal packet where it's just the marshmallow bits inside. I've actually asked for that for my my birthday.
I feel like if I ever annoy you, I'm just gonna bring like a pack of American sweets.
Lucky
and just-
Charms.
It's gonna make everything better.
Get the Tommo seal of approval. I like them.
If I ever do a Hayden, sorry I'm
You
an
put
hour
water or
late.
milk in those.
I have got some
I
Lucky
actually
Charms.
will.
though.
Yeah. Well, literally.
I don't want to know how much sugar's in there.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh no,
Oh no!
Did Ericsson miss
Roman
us?
Grosjean is out. Oh my god, yeah. If there is a tangle
car.
Yeah.
with Christian Ericsson,
I'm all about this.
I'm saying it now. You put it in my head. Marcus Ericsson.
Man,
Christian Eriksen
Yeah,
is changing
Rogos
careers.
drops it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Roman Grosjean is out of the 2022 Indy
these
500.
are pretty good.
It's my
Sad
favourite
times.
cereal when I go to America.
Think he's okay?
That's pretty good.
think
But do you
it's
put
fine,
water?
I think he's
Milk in it.
moving.
You can pour milk into it, yeah.
Looks
The idea
alright.
is that you can have
I
it
feel
like,
bad because there'll be a lot of people that
when
may
you're
watch this
driving,
from F off the
they'll
first time
weigh in.
thinking, well,
The idea
nothing's
is that you
changed.
Pour it in and eat it like that.
Okay.
But
Rip Grosjean away.
Ooh.
it does feel weird though eating these dry.
Chat, I'm sorry.
I like the texture.
I'm
That's
sorry,
angry,
chat.
apparently, that there's
Nobody
no milk.
eats that without milk.
No one eats it without milk.
You don't want milk here. You don't want milk in this
You want to hear
situation.
something really?
Mate, you can't be trusting us
My old
with milk.
co-worker used to eat bowls of cereal.
Alright,
with water
Grosjean's-
instead of milk.
Oh no!
Done exactly what VK done exactly what.
On the exit of the pits.
Yeah, it's just
Got into the dirty air.
just the
lost
end of the
rear
corner.
traction.
It's always the end of the corner.
Oh,
that-
just loses it.
Was it? It wasn't even on the exit of the pits, was it?
Oh, jeez. Whoever was sat behind him was. He was just like, please don't let Grosjean's car appear right in front of me at the last minute.
We love that.
I do like Cheetos. We've got some down here as well.
I like Cheetos.
These
I
Jolly
would
Rancher
have
gummies, I'm
them.
impressed. They are Jolly Rancher juicy.
They haven't. Just kidding.
Today we have
There
a
we go.
Cheeto. Puffs flaming
Oh,
hot.
it looks
Pretzel
disappointing.
Pete. Honey mustard and onion. These sounds good.
See, are these better than
they are.
Whatsits? Let us know in the chat.
Absolutely not. What an awful
Cheetos or
question is that?
Whatsits? Yeah, but they're the same thing.
No, but Cheetos, they are, but they're crunchier. Cheetos are crunchier, and you also, I'm pretty sure they're really hot. But what's this? Just nice.
I've got to take 2 bites before you give a
fluffy,
review.
Cheesy.
What I do love, I love that there's a separate camera angle just to for Tommo's seal of approval of like each recommendation.
I give my seal of approval to Cheetos.
Yeah. The final word.
You should have had a graphic.
Like
where
we're
just
your advisors and then
certified.
it goes to you for the final decision.
These are certified. Put your thumb
Certified,
up
yeah,
this
just
bag,
give
certified
me
logo on the
the-
screen.
Yeah, give me the direction so I can bring up certified or uncertified. Uncertified?
Are
Uncertified.
those pretzels?
Good.
I went to Austria a couple of months ago. I didn't have a pretzel.
I didn't realise that.
Mustard could be stronger.
This is basically my dinner.
Yeah, same.
I feel like I'm not treating my body with the respect it deserves, but you know,
I could
wouldn't be
buy
the
that.
first time.
That's why you ate that Twinkie.
Not a fan.
What are these?
Twinkie Gate.
Oh, not for me. Sorry, the
I
honey
don't
mustard.
normally do this.
Twinkie. Wait, what's that?
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard and onion pretzel.
They're quite nice, actually. I didn't give them a good chance.
Quite nice, actually.
These are hot Cheetos. Ooh. Want to try some?
Good. Yeah,
Ooh,
absolutely.
looks like a pretzel that's been dipped in like korma.
Grab this.
Needs more mustard in
I
the
don't like
mustard.
korma.
That's a great camera.
Oh yeah, flaming hot Cheetos. These are absolutely banging.
I can't believe you compare these to what's it's.
That van is a sweeper.
Yeah, these are better than Watsits.
No, I like them. I'll probably agree, but they're very similar. Right, pretty much everyone's peeled into the pits. Now those pretzels are okay. They're okay. I think a couple of cars have stayed out. Mark
They're
Ericsson is in. Scotty Dixon, Pato, Felix, all in.
I'm trying to think, why would you stay out though if you've got a free pit? You can get track position, but again, we'll talk about.
But it depends if you've just pitted as well.
Again, this goes back to fuel saving.
Exactly.
If you don't need to do it, it's a gamble. And if you're at the very back of the grid, might as well go for it.
Delayed Pato.
Scott Dixon and Tony come out.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Scott Dixon's come out. Paddle P2.
busy pit lane.
Got to get the elbows out.
Smells them really well here.
Santino
Hey.
Ferrucci out of
Rosenfist just made
nowhere.
Rosenfist. The Q.
Montoya's up 3. Everyone's up 3.
Felix P4.
And Pato's is now gone second.
Tell you
From a good
what.
pit
Yeah.
stop.
McLaren boys having a good time so far.
Wow.
Where's
See where-
Montoya?
see where JPM is as well.
29 he started.
I'm not, yeah, 29.
No, he's like 17th.
Yeah. It's P20 now. You got Pato.
Like he's basically halfway there. I'm telling you, Montoya's going to win.
Wow.
A late surge.
Hot
This is such a
Cheetos
nice
at
spread
S-type.
of American food. I'm in my happy place at the moment. I've got my Lucky Charms, got Twinkies. It's brilliant.
Right, boys, we've got some more social posts to guess who.
go.
So let's crack on with social post number 1. I never wash a car, and I've decided to do it today and started raining.
I've seen that.
Booger.
I don't know where I
Dot,
saw
dot,
it, but
dot.
I've seen that from someone, and it's one of you two, I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't
No.
do like that.
I've seen it
I wouldn't
from
type it like
somewhere.
that. No way.
It might be Lando in that case.
There's absolutely 0% chance.
Deuces,
this
do we
is
have any clues as to who it might be?
I've
Matt wants
seen it
clues.
somewhere
You want a
before.
clue?
Twinkie eater, isn't it?
You want a
Twinkie
clue?
eater.
It's, I reckon it's James.
I think it might be James as well.
No.
I could see that.
Do you have a car?
No.
Oh, then it might not be James.
Yeah, maybe it's someone else's car.
I'm say Lando Norris.
Feeling generous.
Say Lando Norris. It's because only because I've seen that somewhere before.
If you've seen that
Yeah.
somewhere before, then it must be.
Must be someone, yeah.
What are we going to say? Lando?
I don't say
No,
Lando.
it would be Lando with it. Daniel?
Zach Brown. It's Zach Brown.
I'm going to say.
this sort of
Oh,
stuff.
Zach Brown.
That's Brown could be a
Yeah,
shout,
let's
but
just do Zach Brown. Why not? Why not? Zach Brown.
Lando.
It's Juan Pablo Montoya.
I don't follow him on Twitter, so I don't know where I saw it, but I wasn't there.
Good content, yeah.
I can't imagine him washing a car, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe that should have
I
given it one,
can't.
It's a nice.
Where's the ego? Why is he washing the car?
Listen, he's a man of the
yourself, man.
people. He's a man of the people.
He's still a
JP.
I mean, it went wrong, didn't it? So, mistakes were made.
He wasn't looking at the
was
weather,
crazy.
weather forecast before and tweet.
We've got a keys to buy Jeep.
Yeah, do you reckon that's like a first ever tweet? From
Yeah,
one of
actually,
these?
literally
You know what I
the
mean?
first thing came on my head was, no, but it could be someone that's just like joined Twitter.
That could be anyone.
It's like the first tweet, and they're like, oh, what should we put? Put?
I don't know, I feel that gives me Matt Amos vibes.
I feel like
I mean,
I could have
hope
tweeted
it's
that.
not me. I hope I've written something
can't say
better.
what
It could be any
They
of
would
us,
have to
and
have
we
gone
wouldn't even
quite
know.
far back.
True.
I mean, they went back to 2013.
all the
for him.
producers could have just photoshopped and, you know,
That is very true.
we can't confirm that isn't happening.
We've got to guess. I'm going to guess me.
Yeah? Oh, okay, that's...
I literally have no idea.
I'm
thinking I'm capable.
backing that then.
I'm capable of doing it.
James is our final answer, lock it in.
Really? When was that tweet?
I'm not saying
Amos
definitively.
energy.
Is there any year for that at all? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, what's the year? What's the year, producers?
A long time ago.
In a
A long
galaxy
time away.
far, far away.
I wonder if that's like my first ever tweet then.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I reckon it is.
That
I
gives
reckon that's
first
first.
tweet energy.
Whoever found that tweet, fair play, you must have had to scroll back through quite
Yeah.
a lot of random
Someone
stuff. like
doesn't
quite
get
deep.
paid enough to do that.
Shout out to producer Harry for that one. Shoot out almost. Yeah, not that. Shout out. Producer Harry. I love live TV.
Really more? I think we should look at another one, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think we should look at another tweet. I think we should have a look. Thanks. I mean, that's
Tommo, that's
That's
Tommo.
you.
that's probably me.
But at no one, just
Yeah, I was going to say.
thanks,
Was it
bro.
like?
Yeah,
Was
he
it like
probably
when?
used to reply to someone.
When Wayne Rooney messaged Rio Ferdinand on Twitter thinking it was private and it was just public. Like, could I pick you up for training? It's just me saying, thanks, bruv. I mean, yeah, it's probably me, isn't it? Who else could it be? Maybe... no, probably me.
It's just you.
Probably me, isn't
Everything
it?
just screams you.
to no one in
Probably
particular.
me.
Tommo.
I think it's me.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think it's him as well.
I'd be disappointed if it's not me. Oh, whoa, Felix. My guy.
Oi, bruv.
All of a sudden, you know what? I'm Team
From out
Felix
of
now.
nowhere.
Sorry, you can be Team Pat. I'm Team Felix.
I'll be team.
He knows. He knows.
You see a video of him wearing what's the Among Us suit? The orange
No?
Among Us suit.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you. Hold on. It's actually
I
quite
mean,
funny.
to be honest, I hate Among Us.
I mean,
I
I'm
can't
not
stand
a
Among
huge
Us.
fan, but just funny to
It
watch.
angers me so much. That game just does my head in. I'm a Fall Guys kind of guy. You know what I mean? I miss Fall Guys. Who else misses Fall Guys? Right, tweet 4. Let's have a butch. This is really cool. 3 exclamation marks. For some reason, I don't look that bad, lol.
So
At
who
Verizon,
is that?
at IMS, at IndyCar. So, that's
It's not
that is
David
like,
Beckham. It's not Ronaldo.
is
Those
that
are the usual
is that JPM?
That looks like Montoya.
Yeah.
I feel like that's.
Yeah, I'm thinking Montoya.
Don't forget, we want to see your
Cheeks
suggestions and in the comments as well, guys. So
Yeah.
comment along. Guess who you think it is?
I feel like that's JPM.
I think so.
Let's lock it in.
There
The
we go.
restart, by the way.
Juan Pablo.
Green flags racing.
Oh, the racing!
Back to green
And Star
flags.
Dixon
The race
Send it!
going down the inside, going to
restarts.
position
Pato,
straight
be
away.
careful, sir. Pato,
Oh,
Pato
Tasty.
leads the 106th running of the Indy 500.
wheel to wheel as well.
Oh, he's put it away. He's left them
He's
for
gone.
dust.
There's no way
start.
around.
He's
It's like,
left
no,
them
I'm
for
gone,
dust.
boys. You guys enjoy your race back there.
Pato's, it
I
is.
think Rosenquist has gone up to 4th as well.
It's in his own area code. Oh,
Montoya's
grass.
16th now.
Grass. Oh, is he?
I think
Oh,
Rosenquist
wow.
up there.
Almost
No,
contact.
Rosenquist up to 5th.
Yeah,
Brilliant stuff from
Felix,
him.
mate. Felix and Pato are
They're
doing a
doing great.
fantastic
Aaron McLaren
job.
have an absolute field day.
Yeah, JPM up to P16, like you say,
Wow.
James. Smashing it. He's getting there.
Oh, he's getting there. I'm
This
telling
rate,
you, man. He's on the way.
this rate, right? Scotty Dixon retakes the lead, but it's fine. You've got him.
Felix on the
Make of
inside.
cars.
Almost completely
Felix
cut him
going
off
for the move
there.
on Santino Ferrucci. Got to watch out, Santino. Not got the best reputation. Let's just
But
say
yeah,
that.
great
Tony Kanaan
restart.
dropped a position.
Pato there.
Marcus Ericsson dropped a position, I think, as well.
Tony Kanaan still up there. Marcus Ericsson fell back a bit. So did Carpenter. Sato up to P9. Go on, Takuma. Yes.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant.
I tell you what, they're kind of. That's the thing. They need to try and check out of it, don't they?
Yeah.
But then obviously we want Felix still to be up there in the fight. So
We just
I mean, it's all
needs to
saying-
settle a little bit.
because 1 minute you think, oh, there's a gap opening up. Maybe they're starting to pull away, and then
Here comes-
then it changes.
Go on, Rosenquist. He's now going to go around the outside, and he's done it cleanly.
Stuck it.
Felix.
Absolutely perfect.
P4.
Check
Tucked in
there.
the slipstream straight away.
McLaren
Go for it again.
P2 and P4.
And now he's right behind Daly,
This
so
is
now
going
top 4.
very well.
Daly's been quite aggressive, to be fair, so I don't think he's going to let him through quite easily, but he's also played it smart.
That's 85 laps to go. Probably good, 2-3 pit stops left? Probably 3 pit stops, you'd imagine, maybe 2.
Oh.
Depends, again, fuel saving, like you say.
Yeah.
Dirk, like that could come into, because it's not just, you know,
But there have been drivers that haven't pitted, but I don't know if Daly pitted. I know Pato pitted. I know Dixon pitted. I know. I'm pretty sure Rosenvest pitted as well, but I don't know if Daly pitted.
that's the thing, when you pit is also like, it takes longer to refuel the more fuel you've used. Like, you might have to do an extra pit stop. There's
Yeah.
kind of so many,
Unless they did refuel whilst they were in the pits, that's the thing. Just topped up a little bit. Contact?
Contact with who?
Oh, he's slightly ahead.
the thing is, you can't afford even the slightest bit of contact. Connor Daly, oh my God, that's...
Oh, that was contact. I saw that as well.
Spotter.
That's very lucky.
Connor
He
and,
didn't upset the
yeah,
car.
Ferrucci and
Very
Connor
lucky.
Daly. Yes, Ferrucci just kind of, I mean, yeah. let's just say Santini Ferrucci doesn't have the best reputation in motorsport, and that certainly didn't look too good. Blending into Colin Daly there, bit of a weird one. I think he probably just anticipated Connor was going to move more, but they're both fine, seemingly so far. So, but it just takes, when you go 230 miles an hour, the fact that they can contact and just carry on is pretty mad.
I need to wash my hand.
I do. I just
It's yellow.
What have you done?
My hand is yellow. Look at my hand, it's yellow.
Is that from the mustard?
I think so.
It's the
I'll be
American
back.
snacks.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. Oh, Callum's got a little sprain on his wrist. I mean, I'm not
Look at his
surprised.
chair.
He
It's
crashed it too. Wow. James has made a massive mess.
I'll come sit closer.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
just a bunch of kids eating sweets and loving life and just making a mess over
The
here.
sugar high.
My mum would
This has been great for
would
McLaren
not
so far.
approve.
This is like Felix.
P2, P4.
Yeah. I mean, when they started, I think P7 and 8.
Yeah, 7 and 8. Yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, the contact was a replay. The contact was a replay earlier on, so it wasn't another incident.
No,
It was just part of an overtaking manoeuvre.
But yeah, it was close. That would have been it. Really, yeah, because that would have been a very big crash, but also a lot of cars very close behind as well. When you're going down a straight, there isn't really too much of an excuse to have contact down a straight, is there?
No.
I
Also
understand.
But also, the spotter would have been telling him in his ear, like,
Yeah, true.
just turn left
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right. So,
If anyone plays iRacing, you know exactly what that sounds
back with
like.
that.
Car right, still there,
Alright, still there.
still there, clear.
Come on, Pato.
I wish there was a feature that you could do with iRacing, of like recording your own like.
There
videos.
is.
Is there actually?
You can record your own stuff and
I want to
put
hear
it
a
in there.
chocolate race engineer.
There you
I
go.
don't know. I'm usually just screaming. I'll be honest. When
yeah.
I'm racing, I'm just screaming. It's
Alex
not
Blows
good.
managed to make his way up to the top 20 now. Alex, he's doing a good job. He's coming through the fields, top 20, but not top 15. So he's still got a way to go. But
Yeah. Where's
Again-
Will Power?
Will Power,
James was rooting
I think
for.
he's struggling. I don't think he's up in the fight, to be honest.
No, I can't
Yeah,
see.
Blows in P19.
He's not making it. What 80 laps left?
Christian Lundgaard, P21. Fair play. Yeah, Will Power, P22 currently.
Zach Brown must be loving this because he's there in person. So
Is he not in Monaco?
No,
Repping.
he's here watching. I mean, this is they haven't been able to do this for 2 years because
Yeah.
of COVID. Obviously, they've had to do like the virtual one, but now they can actually have the proper Indy 500 there. Obviously, they're supporting the team, and what a great what a great thing to witness, you know.
Yeah. He'll be.
All good
No.
so far.
From what we've seen in the past when McLaren do bits and how he's just that dad in the field. He'll be.
So that extra bit of motivation.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like being like making them proud.
Yeah, well, Zach talked about himself, kind of his style of team management, because different team managers operate in different ways.
Yeah.
And he's very much the kind of arm around the shoulder, really supporting the drivers.
Yeah.
Some drivers, again, there's other ways where you're a bit more harsh, and sometimes that way. It depends on the drivers, I think, as well. I think it's about knowing how to get the best out of your drivers, be that Lando, Daniel, Pato, Felix, Juan Pablo. Like even Juan Pablo Montoya is like one of the most experienced racing drivers in the world, but he will still benefit from having
Still a mate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's got to be firm but fair.
Yeah.
But it's a good approach. 'Cause it gives them motivation because you know that you're going to get that dad talk of, you let me down, man. You let the team down. You don't want to do that. Especially if someone that you're really looking up to. You don't want to let them down because
No,
it
of
might
course.
extra bit of motivation. But that's just another leadership style. That. But I just enjoy seeing him like happy because then everyone else also it radiates to the rest of the team, and you really see that buzz. I just love seeing it.
There's definitely a vibe. Like, obviously, McLaren, the trajectory's been really positive in Formula One.
Yeah.
I think in Indy, obviously, they're still a relatively new team in terms of the McLaren name in IndyCar. Yeah, it's not considering the portfolios of some of these teams. Penske. There's Chip Ganassi. There's a lot of teams here with a lot of experience. So for McLaren to be 2 and 4 currently must be very, very. Must give a lot of confidence. I think long term because. Yeah, there's a lot of experience on this grid, and it's not most of it's in the McLaren garage.
Welcome
So
back.
here he is.
Warm.
He returns.
What are your thoughts?
Clean hands.
A little bit of segment. What are your thoughts about IndyCar kind of being a
a pathway to F1.
I
Talked about like how
yeah.
F1's got such a massive roadblock, and you see a lot of the drivers go over there, but it's still. I know that McLaren for sure look inside IndyCar to see potential future drivers that they can bring over as well.
I think IndyCar's underrated as a route in. I think that obviously the focus, amongst F1 is in Europe and on F2, on F3, in the junior categories. But I think as well, the departure from going from an IndyCar, where, you look at the job that Colton Hurt has been doing, for example, at 22 years of age, 7 race wins in IndyCar, he's turned it on massively, and he's racing against some of the most experienced drivers in the States, in the world. Compare that to Formula 2, a lot young drivers, it's the conventional route in. But, I think, when you compare, for example, I was talking yesterday about kind of Colton Hurt and Oscar Piastri. And these are 2 young drivers. Oscar's 21, Colton's 22, who, Oscar winning, F2, F3, that's reserved for, that's Charles Leclerc, George Russell levels of domination. But then Colton's done he raced with Lando in 2015 in F4. Colton's done a fantastic job and put himself consistently at the top of the pecking order in Indy. So I think it's underrated as a route in. I think as well, doesn't get the respect it deserves.
What works really well for Indy is that it doesn't have a stigma around it. So if someone wants to drop out for Formula One, let's take Grosjean, for example, us hearing that he was moving to IndyCar, it sounds really great for us, especially even though Felix Rosenqvist, who was in Formula E, to them leaving to go to IndyCar, it's still a great thing. There's no weird stigma of it's not seen better as or worse than or anything like that. It's everyone can see it as its own really good championship. And it's all been sort of stemmed from, Formula One being more European and IndyCar having a lack of circuit racing, so they formed IndyCar all those years ago. But now they're getting so big that now it can easily just be transferable easily. So,
because I'm pretty sure Pietro Fittipaldi has races in IndyCar occasionally as well, doesn't
yes,
he?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So it still gives him time to drive. I wouldn't mind. I don't see why Alpine couldn't send Oscar Piastri over and say, if you get a seat in IndyCar, at least he's still getting that experience, still getting to drive.
Yeah.
Because at the moment he's stuck as a reserve driver doing the seat testing and
there's definitely an argument to be made. Would Oscar have got more value getting an Indy seat, getting a Super Formula seat? I don't know. Than just sitting on the sidelines.
He's just tanking heat. That's his air hose just flapping about.
Yeah, Castro Neves.
No cooling.
Castro Neves has got a problem. Yeah, he's cooling like I was saying at the start of the show. The aero screen means you don't get any airflow, and it looks like Helio Castro Neves.
He must be roasting in there, dude.
One of the older drivers on the grid as well, but one of the most experienced.
He must be like a grilled chicken breast in there, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably looking a bit medium rare at the moment.
That must be so weird for you to be in an almost open cockpit, but then you can open your visor and have no wind come in with you. That must be such a weird, surreal sort of feeling. But I think all the wind going across you on the top. Mad. And obviously you can't let go of the hand or anything, even on straights. You've got to have full concentration the entire time.
He's going to get baked without seeing the sun in there, mate. He's going to come out with a tan.
I was thinking as well, I think when you compare Formula 2 to IndyCar, because again, IndyCar is an established series, these are drivers with experience, it's not a junior formula. The cars are very different. I know the F2 cars are a handful. They're quite heavy and, they're way less agile than F1, of course. But then I'd say IndyCar, more physical for the drivers. It's again, you look IndyCar, you look LMP, you look, Carreras, there's so many different disciplines of racing, single seaters, dual seaters, whatever it is. And I think, for someone like Oscar, for example, who, absolutely wipes the floor, when you consider simultaneous F3, F2 championships, I think he's put himself in the shop window for sure as well. Alpine need to...
I've heard rumours that Williams want to pick him up before I do a swap for Latifi.
I mean...
Don't know if it's going to happen, but I've heard
that's
rumours.
the thing. We're getting to that silly season, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are. We're getting to that. And again, this affects... Callum and Christian, F2 drivers who made the move to Indy, they kind of made that decision. But do I think if Callum Ilott can establish himself, because I think there was a lot of talk of Callum deserving a seat. When there's the whole deserve an F1 seat.
I'm pretty sure
debate.
at the end of last season he had a race in Bahrain if I'm not mistaken. He raced. I can't remember who for, but I'm pretty sure I got a seat. Or am I thinking of someone else? Might not have been Callum. Might have been.
What was in like a practice session or?
No, it was a. So Pietro Fittipaldi raced in Bahrain.
Yeah, perhaps.
And
Yeah.
there was another driver. I don't
Well,
remember
they have the post-season test, didn't they? Where so yeah, Pato drove the McLaren.
Yes.
You had Oscar driving the Alpine.
No, this was a race. This was. It was Pietro
That must
drove
be
in the
Pietro
Haas,
then.
and there was another
That
driver.
might have been COVID related, I think.
It
possibly.
wasn't. No,
Was it not?
It was not. They just gave him a chance to drive in it.
Who's Dirk thinking of, chat?
It wasn't. It might not have been Callum. It was
Oh, no,
Pietro.
no,
and it was someone else. Jack Aikens. He drove as
okay.
well.
Oh yeah, Jack Aitken, of
Yes,
course.
yeah, he got this.
Yeah, because he's
Austria.
because it was his spin that
Yeah.
caused the that was at Sakir, wasn't it? Because it was his
Yeah.
spin that caused the safety car, which then George kind of ended up losing that race, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I always get mixed up with Callum and Jack.
On to another big staple treat in America, beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
I'm down to try it.
Well, we'll try beef jerky, but before that, true or false? We've got some statements
Yes,
here.
that is true.
Everyone, all right? True or false? Is beef jerky overrated? I don't know. We'll soon find out.
Absolutely.
But let's get on to the true or false IndyCar statements. Then I'll crack on with the beef jerky. I don't know if I'm feeling veggie today, so maybe I'll try one. A 67-second pit stop was recorded in the Indy 500 in 1950.
I can see that.
That sounds
happening.
very believable.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Something goes wrong, a nut
Oh, we
gets
have to
stuck on a
use-
wheel change or something.
They didn't have the guns as well. They
have
actually
the
like, they
guns.
actually use a wrench
Yeah.
probably to get the tires
long
off.
has
I'm
it
pretty sure.
been?
If anything, maybe it's longer than 67. It's a bit
Yeah.
of a tricky one.
Wait, maybe it's
I
the
mean,
year though. I'm not sure what when.
1950.
I'm not sure when Indy 500.
Does he think it's a trick question?
Oh,
That's it.
smart. Yeah, no.
1911.
I'm pretty sure America wasn't invented
Because
yet.
1950 was the birth of Formula One.
No, 1950. IndyCar, first Indy 500 was in 1911.
Oh, fair
we
enough.
go.
I don't know anything.
Both
which
World
case-
Wars was the only times that it wasn't run.
Pretty sure America's
facts.
only been around for 20 years.
True.
fair.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Threw off with my own knowledge.
that's true. Well done. Well done. Well
That's
done.
practice, bro.
Next one. Come on. Bring them up. Thick and fast. Got too much knowledge.
Relax,
Too much knowledge in the room.
Dixon's led the most laps in IndyCar.
In the
his
Indy
career.
500.
In
Mad.
the 500, sorry, my mistake.
Damn.
That's a record
Big
to have.
numbers.
Emerson
big names as
Fittipaldi
well.
showing up
Likes to be
there.
in front.
Emerson Fittipaldi.
Pietro's got a lot to live up to. Mario Andretti, yeah.
Right, next question. Juan Pablo Montoya has competed in 6 Indy 500s. He has never won the race.
You're gonna know the answer to this.
Yeah.
That trophy earlier with
I
his
thought
face
he'd
on it.
won
Yeah.
2 of them.
Wasn't
I could be very wrong.
Wasn't that the Indy 500 trophy?
I think that's false. I think he's won.
I think
He's
that's.
won 3.
I'm going
I
to
think
say
he's won at
false.
least 2.
I think he's won 3.
I'm like
don't know why I
an
got
Indy
3,
500 noob, so don't kill me if I'm wrong, but I think he's won at least 2.
Nah,
I'm gonna
I'll back
say
JPM. I'll back
I
him.
dare not comment.
False.
Yes, you liars.
Knowledge.
Do we get to know how much he's won?
Caught in HD. There we go.
Twice.
Oh, twice. Oh,
Nice.
no,
It was the trophy from earlier with his face on.
Felix Rosenquist, how many Indy wins he's had? Normal Indy.
But see, you can win the same. It's 15 years apart.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is mad. That is
Does
mad.
everyone's face go on the trophy?
That's a weird trophy to have.
I mean,
That'd be
that would be.
kind of terrifying.
Yeah,
I don't know how that
would be
works
Kind of
then.
terrifying.
Someone's probably.
Whoever's won
You
it that
win it, you
previous
put it on
year,
your mantelpiece, and every time you just got
guys have someone's
one
face
Pablo
on the
Montoya
road.
just staring at you. Maybe that's what you want. Right, next one. Next question.
Does that beat the mark?
Four drivers have won the Indy 500 4 times. AJ Foyt, Al Unser, Rick Mears, and Helio Castroneves. Well, I know Castroneves has won it 4 times.
Well, that's a rip for Colton.
Oh, yeah, Colton.
Yeah.
Colton's race.
Wattle sensor wrecked.
Colton's race was already pretty in the mud, but
Yeah, it was very last.
he is retiring from this race, I'm afraid, Colton Herter. I'm sure Castroneves has won it 4 times. So, and AJ Foyt, Al Unser were both on that list of on the screen, so we're kind of
How
cheating.
do you remember that?
Because I can just remember the names, because I read these things.
Ah,
I didn't know.
And in the most laps led, those names are both on there. I'm going to say true. But no, could it be more than 4 drivers?
I think it might be 4 more.
No,
than 4.
nothing.
No, I'm going to say true. I'm
gonna say it's false.
I'm saying true.
Oh,
Matt's
what's
saying
going on with
false.
Montoya? He
I'm
was.
gonna go. Yeah.
Ah, true.
Montoya
I was
was
going that trip.
0.5 seconds behind 15th place. Now he's 2.1 seconds behind.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on there.
I mean, there's still how many laps to go? There's 62.
The commentators are saying after like 150 it starts to get real. So I'm super interested to see what happens there. But what? Is he in a pit or something?
It starts to open up.
He went to 6.7. He must be in a pit.
Right. Next question. The closest margin of victory at the Indy 500 was in '92, where Al Unser beat Scott Goodyear by just 0.043 seconds. Sorry, 43 thousandths of a second. I mean, that's definitely believable.
It's believable. I'm just trying to think if that's.
Do I think
year
it's
and-
been closer than that? I wouldn't be surprised if it's been closer than that before. I'm not going to lie.
That close, bro.
Yeah.
That's under a tenth.
Yeah, I reckon. Consider the nature of this
Pretty
race.
That's pretty much a
The nature of this
side
race.
by side.
I think
finish.
I think we might have had closer. So I'm going to say, personally, I'm saying false. I think it's been closer than that.
Closest
By his
margin of
logic,
victory.
I'm
True.
going to say true because that is a photo finish, and to get closer than that is a feat.
Yeah, I'm thinking true.
Matt,
Yeah, I think it's
Right,
true as well.
I'm
I
at
don't know why,
number
but
true-
I
true
feel like
wins.
that. Yeah, I feel
Well
like there was
done.
a famous photo of them
I'm a
almost
fraud.
going across the brick
I'm a
wall.
fraud.
Yeah.
well, you had was it Schumacher Barrichello's photo finish? That was like 13
Yeah,
thousandths of a second, I think. So there you go.
lovely stuff.
I'm a fraud.
I'm a fraud.
It's done. Simple.
Just
Simple
bad
knowledge.
logic.
Right, yeah, 59 laps to go. Oh, we're getting almost 3/4 of the way through.
Okay, so there must have been pitting. Montoya's 15th now, which is good.
Yeah, JPM getting onto that, getting onto that first ring from P29 as well. He's done
This is where the
real
spice
job.
starts.
Montoya's putting in work.
He is. He
I can
absolutely
see
is.
Pato going just full aggression come the last couple of laps because this is
Yeah.
this is just as close as it's been as far as I'm aware to ever winning it in terms of he's got time now to sit. Oh,
Scotty Dixon pit.
and he's
There
in
we go.
bits.
Pato Award takes the race lead for now.
Oh,
Thing is, Dixon's won. I think he's won 2 Indy 500s, so he's a man with experience. If Pato's going to beat Scott, he's going to have to be on his A game. But
we have a McLaren, Aaron McLaren 1-2 at the moment. They cannot be having a better time.
Yeah, Dixon needs a really good pit stop here, otherwise, yeah, he's lost out. Here we go.
Let's see what he gets.
Going for a refuel as well.
that's it.
Okay, new scrubs on there, looking good. Refuel.
The longer it goes, the more important these pit stops become.
Now I've seen 2 drivers have issues on the exit of pit lane when they get into the dirty air. So it'll be interesting to see.
Almost an 8-second
But I
stop.
don't think there's no one around him, so he's got clean air. He's
Clean
got
air
clean
at the
air all the
minute.
way out.
That means he can't tow anyone as well. So be interesting to see if Pato does pit soon,
Yeah.
where he comes out relative as well.
Montoya's 14th now.
I'll tell you what. James's prediction is starting to look maybe a little bit cheeky.
I thought you had
My voice
Will
started to
Power.
He's
break
going to win.
as I carried on.
Fair enough.
I thought you had Will
I believe.
Power.
Well, Takuma Sato P6, that was my kind of
Yeah, well,
early shout.
I put Power Award straight away, so I'm currently. Guys all me.
I didn't do any predictions for mine, so I was going to say Rosenquist podium.
No, you said Dixon.
No, he said
Oh, no,
Dixon.
yeah, Dixon, but then Rosenquist podium.
Catch.
I'm wondering if
Wait, what?
he has a pick coming soon, Montoya, and he's going to drop. Because now he's 13th. Now he's 12th.
Maybe.
So maybe it's pit related.
But again, maybe, yeah. Oh, here we go. So that is, no, that's Connor Daly
Tucking.
coming out
Yeah.
behind, or Scott Dixon coming out ahead of Connor Daly, I think. Yeah. Oh, Felix is in.
So
What do we think of the, so Felix has got the green base,
You're got the best livery, aren't you?
and Pato's got the black. I think I prefer the black, I'll be
I
honest.
prefer the black base.
Purely aesthetically.
Yeah, it looks so clean.
I don't actually know why Felix has got the green. I'm not sure what the story is behind that.
might be just to help identify who the other driver is. Maybe Pablo's got like Montoya. Sorry, has got I got a different colour for his one, or is his one?
Right, here we
as well?
go. Felix is coming out in.
Pits.
Ooh, Felix comes out ahead of Scotty Dixon and ahead of Connor Daly.
Okay, so he's jumped him there.
Fantastic
jumped him
pit
in
stop
the
from
pits.
McLaren by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But is he going to let him
Yeah,
through?
Montoya's pitted, so things will get back to normal now.
Ah, see, and he's got green on the side, but
What?
black in the middle.
Pato's in as well.
Yep.
Because he's
Here he
got.
comes out. Hey, let him go, man! Oh, that's going to cost him. That's going to cost
Yeah,
him.
Montoya pit, Pato pit.
There was some hesitation on the release.
Felix Dixon takes the lead from
I
Felix.
think
but
Powell's going to come out behind him.
we've got two McLarens
Powell's
in the
going to come
fight.
out behind him.
We've
Yeah,
got two.
Montoya has
But then again,
green on
he
the side and black in the middle.
Is he ahead? He came out. Apparently, he built up 4 seconds ahead to P2.
Awards,
Oh my god!
Award is currently net P1 as we see on track because of course pit stops. Currently P14, but there's a lot of cars pitting ahead, so you got to anticipate. This is Pato P1, Felix P3, as it kind of stands at the minute. We'll see how. Obviously, if someone has a worldie of a pit stop, they might be able to jump them, maybe. But
When we say a worldie of pit stops, that's sub 7.
yeah, I mean, look, Scotty McLaughlin's just had a 6.7, which we haven't seen many sixes.
No, we
I think it's like mid 6 is a really good one. But again, it depends on how much fuel you put in the car as well, maybe.
So from when I was reading chat earlier, I said Powell built when everyone pitted, he built 4 seconds up to Felix, whilst they're around.
Decent.
It looks like it was enough for that slight hesitation on the pit release.
Alex Palou retakes the race
Pato
lead,
is P1 indeed.
but pit stop. That's the thing, because yeah, again, you spend more time in the pits refueling, but then you have less fuel if you go quick. You know what I mean?
It kind of defeats everything that the body wants to tell you, doesn't it? As a racer, it's like
That must be so frustrating as a racing driver to have to
Yeah.
save fuel.
It's like I can get past him. Like why shouldn't I? Like, I can get. I
just
see
wanna-
P1. Like
I just want to stamp on the loud pedal.
yeah,
Let me, please.
stamp on the loud pedal. Yeah, look, can you not please press the go faster pedal, please? No, don't do that. In fact, let go of it.
So actually, yeah, Pato actually saved a second and a half then, almost second and a half, sorry, with those last pit stops then.
Pato's looking good.
Very, very good.
And we're 147 of 200, 148 of 200 laps
Getting
into
towards
this
the
106th running of the Indy 500.
penultimate part lap. Can I have a Reese's, please?
106
Thank you very much.
Indy 500s. That's crazy. Do you know that the Indy 500 used to count towards the F1 World Championship
I did not know
back in
that.
the 50s? Yeah.
Wow.
It's because technically the second, when you think of F1 drivers from nationalities, the most is British, but the second most is US because there's all these races in the 50s and I think early 60s where you had the Indy 500 count. So most of the field was American. So you've got like loads of American, technically F1 drivers who only competed in the Indy 500. Knowledge. Bring
That's a good bit.
that back for a year. Stick Max Verstappen in a IndyCar, see how he does. I'd love to see that.
Taylor Kill, probably the most important man in that pit wall right there. Taylor Keel. Strategist, working out when to pit.
Stress
How
time
much
now.
fuel?
That must be like you're the strategist of the leading car. Just trying to pick up some slipstream from a back marker.
So with the current standings at 149, 150 laps, who do you guys think is going to win?
My boy. Pato.
I really
He's had
wanna
a good
say-
race as well.
I really like Pato's done everything.
Yeah.
Felix is up there. That's the.
Yeah. So
You know
close.
what? I'm going to say Felix. That's what I'm saying. I'm hedging my bets with Felix Rosenqvist.
Dixon's on the. From what I've been seeing, Dixon's on quite a similar strategy. though.
Dixon's the one who can spoil the party here. But
Yeah.
again, you just don't know. Like late run from someone who's maybe saved a bit of fuel, has a bit more power to put down. So I'm gonna say Felix. Right. Next fact, boys. We're ready for some more facts,
Do it.
or maybe not facts. We'll see.
Oh, here we go. The Indy 500 food stats. This is what we need.
Matt's
Brilliantly
question.
done. If all the Indy 500 hot dogs and bratwurst sold on race day were placed end to end, they would circle the oval once.
Just
Nah,
once?
more than once.
Well, yeah, definitely more than that.
Surely.
That's what? 250,000 people. So they each all get one. I'm
Hot dogs
spouting you. I'm so
and
sorry,
bratwurst.
mate.
It's fine. I didn't notice, to be honest. You could have got away with that.
Yeah, 250,000 people. How long's the track?
How long's a hot
It's
dog?
a 2.5 mile track.
Also,
isn't it?
this isn't just for the one day though. This must be for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
It says race day. You said race day.
2.5 mile track. I'm gonna say it's longer than
I'm
that.
going to say it's more. I'm going to say that's false.
Yes.
Three times.
Right, we're saying false.
False.
Lock it in. Hey,
Hey.
false. Get in. What is it? What are we saying? If they're placed end to end, more than 3 times.
Let's go.
That's
But
good
what
food.
about sliced cheese?
This is my forte. This is my segment.
49 to go. Car in the
Who's
wall.
that?
It is Scott McLaughlin. Yeah.
Yes.
Scotty McLaughlin.
This is
Mr.
where
V8
Montoya,
Supercars.
this is Montoya's chance now.
In the
to move up.
Pennzoil. Yeah. Tell you what, it's a big
15th,
chance.
obviously.
This is what I mean. Now everyone's going to
Man, those cars are quick
lot of people are gonna
to get onto the issues.
jump into the pits
Marshall,
and
proper on it.
yeah, they are.
Just on the infield, just drive straight onto the track as soon as something happens.
It'd be interesting to see how because he's ended in a very different place to the crashes previously.
Look, I reckon.
It's not happened on the exit at the corner.
I reckon he's probably just tapped the wall a bit, lost control of the car, and just wants, just continue going on the wall. I reckon. I can't imagine how he's ended up there. Because it doesn't look like a large impact. It just looks like a.
He's moving in the car.
It might
He's
have
moving
just,
in the car.
Yeah, had a
Exactly.
little moment, just then glided along.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's had a really strong start to the season, Scott. He's he's given a good account of himself on the conventional tracks. When I was watching St. Petersburg, the first race, he did a really good job.
But now the question is, top runners, are they going to go pit again?
Oh, I think they'll take advantage of it.
I feel like
for
the pits happened so recently, though.
Yeah.
But not everyone pitted though. Oh no, Pato did. Pato, Dixon, and
I feel like most did.
Felix did, didn't they?
There's a lot of pits.
Yeah. Sorry.
Scott's out the car.
Maybe
Nice
not.
and good.
Going for a king-size big cup.
Oh, I didn't even see them.
Reese's
Oh, yeah, me too.
Someone made a very good
King
point in
size.
chat. Actually, this is going to help Pato out very.
Big cut. All right, I'm going to see Scotty's crash now. Also, he does drop it
Yeah,
at
just
a
had a
very
little
similar
switch.
place.
Oh. Good thing that energy is diverted.
Yeah, again,
Right on the right side.
that barrier's oriented in the way it is meant
That even
for a reason. Yeah, big shunt for Scotty
that-
McLaughlin.
I wasn't on an exit, was it?
Okay. No, it was
Oh
almost,
my God!
almost collected as well.
So for those who didn't see,
That's
he
cold
hit the
brown
barrier
line
and
there.
went
Hazel
off the
needed
track and then
change.
went back onto the track. But he didn't
Yeah.
obviously have control of the car at all and almost collided with someone
Yeah, because
else.
the other shunts have happened into the final corner before the long straight.
Yeah.
This happened at the kind of top end of the oval, so he crashed and then went into another corner. That's why he finished
Big
where we
hit,
weren't
but,
seeing him before.
He's all fine. He got out the car, all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a big
Scott is
one.
all good. That's a shame though, because
Yeah, absolutely.
he was making his way through the order as well.
Yeah.
Right, Reese's big cup.
I like
James,
it.
you've had first.
I think this is my favourite thing so far.
Ooh,
I've had these before. I can't remember where though.
Good, thank you. I think I might just go for the beef jerky.
I'm starting to feel a bit sick, but it's fine. I did eat that Twinkie in one, so that's what I deserve.
That is a nice close-up camera shot of you. That is. I like that. If Pato wins, James has to eat a whole
I think that's a good. I
Twinkie.
think
That's
yeah.
what production is saying. I don't know how
That's
I,
also what we're saying as well.
Yes,
I don't know how I feel about this Twinkie.
you got a man.
James is like, they're saying
Just
that,
like,
but
put
I'm
it
not
all
listening.
down and then.
It's got to give it
What I love is
just one
Reform,
try.
You're
man.
eating all the other stuff, which is so sugary heavy, but like, nah, not the Twinkie though.
We've
What's
got.
wrong?
Yeah, what's in this, James? What's in this? Do you know what's in
E
this?
numbers.
M&M's.
M&M's, that's special out.
I can see in the picture. Well, the stuff around it, I will say I have no idea what it is, and
That is a good 8.5 out of 10.
it's good, right?
Very
It's good, but it's probably as bad as a Twinkie. All right, fine. If Pato wins, I will eat that Twinkie. I will inhale the Twinkie.
I don't think he saw it.
I don't know if I can chew it, to be honest.
No,
There's no way. He got very lucky there.
the thing is, it's hard because you're going so quickly through a corner, and you've seen the
You're
car.
concentrating ahead.
You've got to try and anticipate where they're going to come out because that could have been a really nasty collection accident. Boys, more true and false.
Let's do it.
Chat, are you ready? Get your brain in
Let
gear.
us know in the comments if you think they are true or false.
Let's see another true and false question. The largest margin of victory at the Indy 500 was in 1913. Jules Gu beat Spencer Wish. That sounds like one of those names that like trips you up and you've actually said something you weren't meant to say. Wishart by 7 minutes and 3 seconds. I mean, motorsport
saying-
back in the day, those kind of gaps were
Very
pretty-
truthful, especially with Formula One, where you see people like in Formula One back in the 1950 race, he won by 14 minutes.
There it was.
So I think because this is so specific, I'm going to go true.
What do you think, James?
I'm going to say true. I think if you take a moment and don't answer too quickly, then it does kind of make sense that it could be possible. Because you have to do the distance, right?
You have to do the distance.
So it's at 500 miles.
A lot of DNFs, I
cars.
imagine. I'm going to say true.
I'm going to say false. I think it was longer. I can see that being longer. With the length of pit stops that they have.
I just think it's
Massive
quite a
stuff.
specific number. I'm going with the technicality of how it's been framed.
Actually, yeah, I've changed.
If it's longer, they've done us 30.
False. I think it's longer.
False.
Oh man, if it's longer, they've done us mad dirty.
False.
I'm gonna say
Oh, what was it then?
It's false.
Sue.
13 minutes.
Oh.
I can see that.
they did us dirty, man.
13 minutes.
If you think about how long the race is, how many pit stops, how long the pit stops would have taken.
Very true.
There you go. It is the greatest race.
There we go.
Well, debatable, but it's one of the greatest. It calls itself the greatest race. You've got
Hold
Indy
it.
500, you've got Le Mans 24 Hour, and you've got the Monaco Grand Prix. Right, 46 to go. The crowd is buzzing. It's interesting actually. So we've seen Pato, obviously a Chevy engine.
Well done.
Then what? Top 5. 4 of the cars in the top 5 are Chevy engines. Then it's pretty much all Hondas. Even split,
Now,
pretty much.
normally I'd say, like, if this was an F1 fan, you'd be like, oh, the Chevy engine must be absolutely insane. But
OP.
I just can't imagine. That's just not the case.
Well, Scott Dixon went fastest with a Honda engine. Didn't he in qualifying?
I don't know.
He did. 340 mile an hour, average speed. Scotty Dixon.
Yeah. I think from my understanding, from how I understand IndyCar is built in terms of engineering wise, this is way more focused on driver talent than it is specifically on car development.
Teams, yeah.
Team, yeah,
It's
strategy.
not like you can really bring much upgrades to what you've got, because otherwise it's more of like a spec series, more the engine.
Yeah.
Really. That's kind of all they can.
Because
really
you've only got
affect.
the
Also,
engine.
I've wanted
got
to
the
touch
chassis
this all day.
standardized, and the only thing can really change is the engine or the brain setup.
Look at this beautiful specimen. I've been looking at this all day, and I mean,
Is
actually,
this the Lego one?
yeah, this is the McLaren Technic, I think it's Lego Technic.
Available now.
It's very, very
big.
detailed. It's,
That's
yeah, it's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I
Actually,
thought it
It's
was
so
tiny.
cool.
seen a lot
Oh,
of
wow.
socials.
Imagine that in Monaco.
Imagine. Yeah,
That'd fit.
exactly.
That'd be some good racing.
That would fit.
It might be overtaking.
Hello, Neil.
Someone needs
It's
to-
ready for Monaco. It's got the wets on.
Someone needs to find a way to adapt this and turn this into an RC version. Like, put an actual little motor into it and
Proper
then
Lego Technics, yeah.
take it.
As an
That's
RC,
brilliant.
just imagine like having the remote control RC gear, whipping that around. That'd be
Buy
fun.
now from McLaren.com. Is that the website? I guess.
I don't know.
I imagine probably you'll find it. If you want to buy it, you can.
If you search McLaren Lego, you'll
That is
find it
cool.
straight away.
That is cool.
It's quite. I know everyone that.
It's very
bought.
good.
I wanted to buy one as well.
Very good. Very good.
I think everyone did.
Have our ever and Niren finished building it yet?
Suspension as
I
well.
don't think so, no. Yeah. I'm also a huge fan of this helmet, though. Like, I saw when the livery came out for it. It's got that retro vibe to it. It's so nice and clean.
Pass it here and I'll show it to the zoom in that I've, because I'm the lucky one with the zoom. Look at that. Oh,
great.
go on, Matt.
That is really cool, isn't it?
Can I put on your head?
Nah, bruv, that ain't going on my head, mate.
Oh, it might be.
My head's. It's got a stern word.
Production is not.
No, trust me,
taking
I
any
know the
chance.
That's not going in.
limitations of my. I just too much brain.
brain's too
I'm
big.
afraid. Okay,
It's
but
got too
that is a lovely finish. That is a
Motorsport trivia. Not
that is
lot
a
better than that.
beautiful McLaren.
Yeah, but I think it's literally just like the livery design
Show,
for it.
can you show them the
It's
back?
just
They're
beautiful.
asking to see the back of the helmet.
You can't buy this at McLaren. I don't know. Maybe you can. That is cool.
That's
2022.
It's clean.
I'm graphic design back. I just love a bit of good graphic design. This is spot on. This is lovely. Very good. Very happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if I could fit this under my jumper and get away, maybe. But then I've just kind of exposed myself.
Well, it's been a long 9 months.
I'm suddenly pregnant. Oh, and what's this as well? Oh, you've got a skin, Rocket League skin, on the McLaren controller as well.
I know a few people play Rocket League that would be loving that.
Very nice.
From
All the product placement.
OG from Rocket League themselves as well. Look at that.
Wow.
Lando Norris as well. It's an Island 4 livery.
That is cool.
Livery?
I've not even seen a blackout PS5 controller either, so very cool. Very good. Is there anything else on this table we haven't looked at yet, boys?
The beef jerky.
He's waiting for that beef jerky.
I'm getting the meat sweats now.
Oh, I wanted the Tully Ranch.
I don't think I've ever had beef jerky before.
It's very
Really?
nice.
Should I? Right, okay. I just had a very
Production is so aggressive.
Eat it, Tom. Eat it. Eat it.
Eat
Tom.
it.
It's like that
Eat
voice
it.
in the back of your head.
Right, first smell impressions.
It's very nice.
There's 43 laps to remain in the Indy 500.
Does it smell?
Ooh,
Biltong smells a lot more. I feel
It's
like.
basically built on
that is
like
strong.
consumer.
Oh, me
Oh, I know,
too.
but I'm very familiar
Biltong.
with beef jerky. I ate it a lot, but
Yeah, imagine biltong, but
Biltong's
more
god
consumer.
tier, I feel like.
What is it? What is beef jerky?
It's dried meats, basically.
Go on. Right.
It's like lean protein.
Yeah,
essentially.
So it's cuts of
Well,
meat and dry
vegetarianism out the
which you
window.
can eat absolutely fine. A little bit. Do you know pepperoni? A little
I
bit
do like pepperoni.
a little bit like that, but like imagine it like a proper from a slab of meat.
Yep. You know what?
Really good, isn't it?
It's a bit warm as well. Because we're in such a warm room, kind of cooked it a bit more.
Oh, that smells so good.
Oh, it's actually
I
really
just saw
good.
your eyes in the monitor. Just
Eating
go up through your
everything.
skull.
I'm being
Really
treated
good.
today, boys.
Of course, it
Oh,
Thank you, McLaren, for the
so
beef
good.
jerky.
smells of freedom.
See, now I feel like the Indy 500. I'm there with the barbecue.
Right. I feel like we're
Here we go
kind of
again.
getting to crunch time now.
I reckon this is gonna be absolutely manic.
Here we go.
The last couple of it.
Lap
I've got 30,
159. Pato.
30 last 31
Alright.
laps. This is gonna be
Rolling
mental.
Chris is right on the back.
Oh my God.
that's
they
so
are
tight.
so close. Bruv, what the hell, man?
We've got Dixon there.
Right, Dixon
There we go.
takes the lead.
And then we've got Felix just
Felix
gone
up
through
to P3. Whew. Mate, how they didn't, how no one touched is beyond me.
Insane.
Like when you think the speed they're doing,
Wow.
you have to have so much trust in each other as well. You know what I mean?
So McLaren are running second and third.
They're gonna. This will be really interesting. I reckon.
Oh, grass!
Oh.
He kept it though.
Alex Karam, I think.
That's one for the fans.
On the grass and survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play.
That fast is insane.
Plow's back
Must
to
be like
P12.
aquaplaning.
You know what? Plo has given himself a shout. He's up to P12.
Yeah, someone said that when safety car came out, Palou just came back into the race.
I don't know what happens to Takuma Sato. He's dropped off the
Montoya's on
face of the earth,
P14.
which is a shame. Plo, yeah, Plo up to P12. Ooh.
Good move there.
Oh.
Send it, boy!
JPM, good. Oh yeah, because
it.
Juan Pablo's got like the silver. Oh, I kind of like the silver base as well.
I told you guys.
So we are the touched.
He's also got
Ooh, a
green
little bit
on
of
the side
contact
as well.
there.
Kirkwood and Karam, I think that is.
That squeaky bum time right there.
Montoya is sending it, mate. He wants to win.
P13.
That's a
Right, we're starting to get hand on
big
head
effort for a
moments
win.
now because
Powell's lining up for a move there.
39 laps to
Pato's
go.
right behind.
Powell's lining up for a move. Look at that. That is
behind him.
close. And then he's been cheeky enough to go like, you know what, let me go
mean, he's
to
seen the gap.
inside there.
If you no longer go for a gap,
I
and
saw
all
a
that.
gap. I went for the gap.
So we got
I got the position. Job
Scott
done.
Look at
Dixon.
Pato. There he goes. He's going
Pato
for
down
it.
the inside. He's getting
Pato
that.
takes
That's
the
him getting
lead.
that.
So Pato O'Ward,
Close the
Scott
door.
Dixon,
Lovely.
Felix Rosenqvist, Connor
Oh,
Daly,
he knows he can win
Marcus
this.
Ericsson.
Cheers for the
If
crowd.
Felix goes for this too, then he's going to be in trouble.
Alexander Rossi, P6. He's come out of nowhere. He was right down the order at the start, I'm
This is
sure.
so good for McLaren. 1 and 3. This is brilliant.
Well, let's not speak too soon.
Felix needs to help Powell out there, man.
38 laps
needs
to go.
get him in,
Yeah.
Put pressure
God,
on.
they are going so quickly.
This is amazing.
What's the top end of an F1 car? Like that we typically see around like Baku.
too
What,
small.
just 205 maybe?
I'm not. Chat.
Yeah.
You'll
What's
know.
the chat? What are we saying? What's
Top speed of an F1 car.
these F1 cars now? But they're like these Indy cars are faster, round a lap. Again, they're averaging what, like 215, 220
Yeah.
at the minute in race, and obviously in quali, again 234 for.
And then where F1 can be fast is
Scotty
usually
Dixon.
like the proper downforce and
Yeah, yeah.
dynamics to go around circuits.
But even on low drag as well. Oh,
All right, Rosie Quist needs to close up here now for Dixon.
isn't it? Scotty Dixon's in a McLaren sandwich at
interesting.
the sharp end. Things we love to see.
I think, and Powell's gapping as well.
Yeah, Rosie.
I wonder if he's been given the green
Closing
light
in
that you can
Dixon.
push. Is there another? You'll know. Is there another pit stop required?
I don't think like there's no requirements in terms
Not
of pit stops.
required, but you reckon they're
I
gonna?
think we've got 37 laps to go. I would
we
be
think about every
surprised if there's
30th lap.
not. Yeah,
I think probably one more.
maybe
more
one
stop?
more.
And if it's like another safety car, then yeah, they'll do it straight away.
Maybe one more.
Because if if I'm right and they're in the window to another safety car, then they can just push all out. They don't need they'll have enough fuel to get one more stop in. So Pao's probably just been given the go ahead. Just go for it, man. You'll have to come in, stop, fuel up, and go.
Yeah, I think probably one more stop.
Yeah.
Unless there's anyone out there who thinks that they can take their fuel load to the end, I suppose, and then maybe just go a bit slower.
I don't know.
It's
not the same scenario, but when I do like endurance races and it's iRacing, and then like we get that, yeah, man, you've got enough fuel, just go for it. It's such a nice, sweet message of okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me just put my foot down.
You don't have to think about that now. You can just focus on the
225 miles an hour, insane.
Pato needs to give a position. Usually 33 to 35 laps of green flag racing. Okay. And then we say fuel. Okay.
Can the Kiwi do it? Scotty Dixon. Can he manage it?
Oh, it'd be a heartbreak for the McLarens to be so close again.
Oh, it's getting nervy now, isn't it? Simon Pagenaud, top 10.
What is it, 20,
Julio
35,
Castroneves.
35 laps?
I feel like when Castroneves won, he was in a kind of similar position to this. That he's like currently sitting P10. Career wins. It's 51 for Scott Dixon.
One career win.
Just 3 for Pato O'Ward. That's like,
that doesn't give me hope. That doesn't give me hope right now.
But that experience, that's what I mean. But, Pato's been stepping up, and if he's going to win it, then he'll have deserved it. You know what I mean? Like, Scotty Dixon, there's not many drivers with more experience than him in the world.
Yeah, really. I'd be nervous if you're chasing someone like that, and they've got the brains to outdrive you. That'd make me worried.
Alex Plo P11. You got to remember, like Plo's pace at the start. He was hanging with the top lot. So.
I'm watching Montoya on the.
I don't know.
Oh, it's so close.
On the numbers.
Lap 33 to go, people. 30. I feel like these hands are going to be on the back of this head for the remainder of this stream.
He was just saving fuel, and he's now building up the attack again.
Oh, he's 2 tenths off Dixon, but again, that's the thing. We don't really know the context. You know what I mean? Like, who's got more fuel, who's got less fuel, who's saving. How much tyre do you have as well? You know what I mean? Because these cars are gonna, yes, they are stock. It's a spec series, but in the same way that in F2, the cars don't all wear their tyres at the same rate. So,
33 laps to go.
I'm enjoying it. Boys, you know what? Like, I've never watched the whole Indy 500 through, but I've really enjoyed this.
This is my first proper, from start to finish, Indy race.
Any Indy race?
Properly.
Oh, wow.
I've watched it. I've watched Indy races, but not like in its entirety. Definitely never watched an Indy 500 in its full. Only watched like parts. But this is it's been really fun. My respect for over racing has gone up.
Yeah.
Significantly, for sure. I've definitely underrated it.
Who's that? Ed Carpenter. Ed Carpenter for his own team. The Bruce McLaren of the field.
Last stop.
So Montoya's suddenly 12, so a bunch of people must be flying in there now.
Yeah. We've been there for the last ones.
That's what I mean.
We've got 30 laps left, and someone did say it's about 30 to 35 laps of green flag racing, and then so if he's right, then we should see everyone coming into the pits for the next couple of laps.
Yeah.
I guess they've got enough fuel to kind of dictate of when they want to go in so they can maximise.
I think, it's a balance, isn't it? Because, again, you don't want to be fuel saving with 30 laps to go.
Thing is, though, Pato's fuel saving right now. Let's see he is fuel saving. Scott's pushing. That means he's going to have to take on more fuel when he comes in.
Yeah.
And let's say if Pato has some reserves, he might jump from the pits, and then there's not going to be any. Thank you. There's not going to be any.
Big risk.
Big risk for them, no.
Big risk. Oh, boys. 30 to go.
Flowers are still making it.
Flowers
They're going to be there to the end.
Flowers are doing bits.
They're going to place as well.
Just interested to see through the. I've got to say, like, again, Castroneves, I think. The thing is, right now, it's looked comfortable. Scott Dixon's been up front the whole time.
Yeah.
Pato, Felix,
been there.
Marcus has been up there. Connor's made his way through the field, but you got to think once we're about 10 to go, you know,
it's gonna heat up.
Ferrucci, Canaan, Pagano, Castroneves, like, are they going to start
making moves,
planting it? And yeah, that's what I mean.
Had a bit of
like, Scott's been up front, back and forth since the beginning.
Yeah.
Whereas Pato and Rosenquist haven't had that.
Yeah.
Like they've had to work the way up, and now that literally only 3 tenths behind him. That's why I'm thinking this is really good for McLaren because, you know, with that pace.
Yeah, they can attack.
Easily,
and that's back to the part where Scott's been burning more fuel than everyone else has been because he's been the leading driver.
Maybe.
I think they'll have a lot.
It's a good point. No one's punching a hole in the air in front of him. That's why Pato, I think, is just quite happy to sit here.
Yeah. Strategically, Pato's in probably the best position out of anyone else on the track because he can just sit there and get that total and not have to do too much work right now.
The thing is, Scotty Dixon knows this. So you got to wonder, like, there must be some method in him sitting out front.
Oh, and Rosenquist is
Felix
pissing.
is in the pits.
And it begins. This is
Here we
where
go.
the spice
Big
begins.
time now.
How much is he going to refuel, though?
Mechanics earning their money here. This is important because Felix has got a great chance of winning this race. Great chance.
Someone's going to be doing some crazy math in the background to understand exactly how much fuel they need.
He's coming quite early as well, isn't he? Like relative.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
So we're thinking a few more, like in about maybe with 25.
But again, obviously, they can't double stack.
Yeah.
You know, him and Pato have been doing a very similar job.
6.3. Oh!
Good stop. That's a good stop.
Brilliant stop from him.
Very good stop. 6.3. That's
But
like
now he's pitted. Do you think everyone's now going to start to follow suit to react to that?
They're going to have to react to something.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone. I don't think reaction's as sensitive in
No,
this
but
as it is because everyone's got a pit.
it's more for the positioning, really, isn't it? Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. I don't think it will be the same as F1 where you're going to have to react straight because you're going to have your own strategist that's going to be calculating fuel load. So if you're a different, for example, Scott's going to be on a completely different fuel
I
load.
guess the main strategy thing is trying to get back out in some kind of tow.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of the main, because if you can come out and have a tow to pull you along to catch you back up and maybe give you a bit of an undercut, you know.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm scratching my head trying to figure out.
Montoya, P10. Juan Pablo.
He's got a pit, though. He's got a pit.
3. Yeah. Is he?
And that's another lap. Scott Dixon and Powell.
A lot of people ahead of him have pitted and he hasn't.
Daly's not going. Max Ericsson's not.
Yeah, he's in
Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
Pit straight away. You listening, Juan Pablo? I mean, we are at the MCC. So
Well, we've got this is the live McLaren data we've got, so we're seeing it here a little earlier.
Yeah. Cheeky.
Yeah.
plugged into the to the wireframe.
The longer you go, the less fuel you have to put in the car to finish. That is a very good point, actually.
Yep.
If you've got the fuel now, you can go in later on.
Oh.
And string.
You want to be passing the start-finish line on fumes, don't you? You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. You want to minimise weight as much as possible.
That's
Scotty Dixon a bit wiggly.
What happened?
Daly's
he came into the pit lane way too quick, so he had to
you reckon he's got a penalty?
slam onto the brakes and then squirm in.
Oops.
So he might be investigated for that. Luckily, he doesn't need to worry about the tyres, but like, yeah.
If he gets a penalty, that might be
Gone. Okay.
brutal.
6 seconds.
Wow.
Oh.
Now, where does he go in relation to Rosenquist?
Tell you what.
Someone's earned the money in the pits today.
Right, it's coming around now. Here we go. 24 to go.
How close is he
The
to
gaps
Rosenquist?
are intervals. Yes, they're not gaps.
Here he is.
Straight on
Oh.
Come on, Felix.
Felix.
Brilliant.
Hello, mate. Goodbye, mate.
Wow.
So they're pit stop. But he's going to
Pat still hasn't come in yet, has he?
No, not yet.
I reckon he's just. Wait, has Dixon's come in? Oof.
Oh no. Someone's saying Dixon got a penalty.
Penalty Dixon. Oh, wow.
That is
did.
pain.
Well.
That is absolute. That's giving him the win. That's granted him the win.
I don't say
Yeah,
that.
so you must
Don't
have-
never use that word, Guarantee.
What is the penalty?
No, yeah. So I think the penalty is because it was speeding in the pit lane because he didn't stop in time for the line.
He's got a
So when he came into the pit lane, he was squirming
Oh,
about.
that's a wrap.
So
that is.
Oh my days.
literally done the last one.
Scott Dixon, penalty. He's out
That's
of it.
it.
Drive-through penalty.
So what we're saying,
unfortunately.
have we just done an IndyCar
Watchalong.
It's Felix Pato 1-2,
We're
really.
gonna see a McLaren 1-2. I feel like that's just a good luck charm from us here.
Hang
I'm
on,
just
hang
saying.
on. The 22 laps, Dirk.
Yeah,
Don't
I
do
am
it.
feeling. I'm feeling good.
There's a Twinkie on the line here, Dirk. We don't want to jinx the Twinkie.
Yeah, he's sweating. He's
I
sweating.
really don't want to eat that Twinkie. Like, I really don't want to eat
Yeah,
it.
you
This has
really want
been
McLaren to win.
brilliant.
Oh, what a sight that is right now.
Felix is down the lead.
Well, that's
On the net lead,
Marcus
sorry.
Ericsson,
Net lead.
Net
P3
lead,
in the
yes.
Husky. Well,
No more
net
pit stops to
P3.
come.
Wow.
Wow.
Literally, yeah, I'm sure we'll see this on a replay, but yeah, Scott just came in with way too much speed, had to slam onto the brakes, and the rear just got to get away.
Because he slammed on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hit too
So
hard
it's
and then-
just, unfortunately, just driver error on that one.
Ooh. And Zach Brown's there.
Wow.
He's gonna have a field day.
We're not one yet.
Sorry. I do this often. I get too excited and then
Biggest jinx.
things go wrong.
Oh god. Right. Okay. So it's looking. Say we've still got Canaan, Pagenaud, Pelot, Castroneves, Newgarden, Power, Andretti Johnson, Sato, Harvey haven't come in for their
Do they even use the
final
brake?
pit stop yet.
No.
For the pits, maybe.
It just comes off the pedal. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Just lift and
Yeah.
guide it
Yeah.
straight back on the power.
20 to go.
Ooh.
Currently,
He was about to, Sato was about to go in, but then he decided to back out of it.
it's currently looking good. But
Fifth gear for the corner, sixth gear for the straights. Lovely.
that's the thing. It's not. You think like, oh, it's just flat. No, it's not flat. Look at the throttle trace.
Oh, fourth gear.
Through these corners, they're not really going flat,
No.
and so there's so much margin. Like it's such a fine margin for error.
You know what I love watching when I'm watching these people? I love watching the inputs that they're putting, just to see how much they're on the limit, because you see them feathering it.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to find that
Lap
the
after
exact
lap.
limit of
Wow.
grip that they're on. But you don't want to put in too much, because then
Well.
more resistance. Oh,
Marcus Ericsson takes
Marcus
P2.
Ericsson.
Net-
Net
P2.
net P2 off of Pato. Marcus has been up here already. Got two Swedes now.
Again,
Felix
look,
and Marcus.
they can go all out here, can't they?
Pelot's got a penalty as well.
He does.
Yeah, Pelot. Yeah.
I remember seeing in chat earlier, seeing Swedish 1-2, and that's what they wanted.
Swedish pride right now on the line. Ooh, interesting.
He's getting spiced last round laps.
19 to go.
Oof. I'm
Two Swedes.
He's in the
giddy.
end of the shotgun now.
He's really pushing.
Yeah. I don't think.
Dirk, why? Stop. Oh my God. Yeah, I agree. Stop, Dirk.
Sorry. Too excited, but I don't. They can just full on push now. They don't have to manage fuel. I'm sure.
Well, it depends
I'm
how much they put in the car.
I'm sure they might
so.
have to do a little bit, but it depends how much fuel they've got left in the bank.
That's the thing where maybe Marcus, thinks about just just going past Felix. It's difficult, isn't it? We just don't know.
Oh,
But it feels like it's a three-car battle now, doesn't it? It really,
Yeah. Here we go. He's going for the move.
Yep, some Marcus Ericsson up the inside.
Them through.
And then
Felix
We're going to see a
Rosenqvist.
Marcus Ericsson win. Oof. There's a lot of changes happening up and down the grid now. To be fair, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's where.
Yeah, I mean, come on, McLaren boys got to work together here.
I think we're about to see Pato make a move on Felix here.
Yeah.
Who was that to? fuel?
The one in front.
Marcus Ericsson.
Marcus.
Yeah, Ericsson.
Marcus.
Why did you say it like that?
Don't know, why not?
Marcus Ericsson.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Scouse accent.
Yeah, he's really pushing Ericsson.
Yeah, well, you're coming up to back markers now, so
This might help out the two McLarens, though.
that's the thing.
Little
Everyone's
slipstream.
got
Wait, what's... So I'm seeing Palau and Andretti Johnson... What's...
They've got a pit.
Okay, I was going
Ooh,
to say,
that
what's
was-
happening here? Here comes the move from Pato.
Just keep it clean,
Lovely.
boys. Just keep it clean.
Work together, guys.
16 to go. Marcus Ericsson.
So Ericsson pitted, right? No, he's still paired. He's still P3, sorry. Just looking at the...
Yeah, Andretti
data getting
Johnson.
Confusing.
God, look at all that traffic.
Now they're
That'll
stuck
fall
behind
back.
traffic.
Oh, that traffic's getting in the way, man.
That's not helping them at all.
Yeah, Marcus is making the most of this opportunity now. He's passed the traffic. Pato and Felix are kind of started. You're not really obliged to let people pass. Like it's not kind of blue flags like you get in F1. Like
No. But
they've got
Ericsson
to clear that traffic.
going so far away from it. It's brilliant.
Down the inside.
Brilliant for him.
Brilliant for him. That's what I mean. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, this traffic is really not.
Do you know where you are, Matt?
yeah, yeah.
Man said Ericsson went from crashing Saubers in F1 to leading the Indy 500.
I mean, listen.
I mean, same
There's
thing.
so much
you can say the
traffic.
same thing for Grosjean. He went from
this is-
sketchy.
This is really hurting Pato's
To be fair, though, he did
chances.
retire from this race from his own doing.
That is
so.
true, and I said that's going to hurt because a lot of people are
Traditions.
watching this going to be like, oh, okay, nothing's changed, but he's had a lot less of those.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's Tony Kanaan right behind Pato O'Ward, I think. Mr. Twitch doing a great job.
what am I looking at? I don't know how this is going to end up now. It's kind of gone all over the place. The net positions, my brain's gone, I don't know.
Yeah, I keep getting mixed.
Because I like.
Yeah, the numbers next to the position numbers doesn't
you've
really
got-
help.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Ericsson Awards. Yeah, so Kanaan's ahead of Rosenqvist. And I think that's on merit. I don't know.
I don't know. Chat help.
Just everyone
confused.
pit.
Yeah.
I just want to see the net actually where everyone is.
48 degrees.
So
track
Ward's 3
temperature.
seconds behind Ericsson.
And Ericsson, yeah.
It looks like we've got one pitter coming in.
That's about 3 seconds behind Ericsson at the moment.
What name?
Ooh. Touched the inside a little bit there.
He's sending it.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, NASCAR driver. He knows how to drive around ovals,
But he does need to pit. It's been on.
but he does need to pit, exactly.
So there you go. Andretti's pitting.
Going glory run.
How many
But
more need to pit?
Maybe Jimmy Johnson doesn't need to pit. That's the thing. I don't know. How's he? I mean, I'd be surprised, but
It's been 34 laps since
how's
his
he
last,
fueled his car?
last one. Yeah. And if he thinks
We're
his
about to-
tyres are working out for him,
About to see
I don't
some
know.
Absolutely big brain.
I don't think Montoya's going to win, guys.
Ericsson's gapping Award.
yeah,
Tony Kanaan's P4.
about 3 seconds. Oh yeah, what happened? Yeah, with Rosenqvist.
He's dropped 2 seconds. I'm not too sure. I think the traffic caught him off guard.
Must have been, yeah. There we go. Johnson's going into the pits.
Okay,
12 laps to go.
4 seconds.
Bit of Topher.
All right.
Pato's still in the fight.
Oh, there is a blue flag.
Kanaan's P3.
Tony Kanaan.
Sato's P4.
Felix is kind of.
Rosenqvist is in the pits. Where's he? No. Data's messing with my head.
Pato's still. I think
There he is.
Felix. It's going to take a lot from Felix to recover.
Oh, there's
this.
less than a second
Yeah.
between the three of them, top three.
No, because Award's 3 seconds behind.
Ericsson's got a buffer.
For that completely.
Yeah.
But then it's,
And then Kanaan's 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, Pato needs to use. Needs to get some slipstream and then get straight
get that
onto him.
slippity stream.
There we go.
Ericsson's
10 to go.
Large margin ahead of him.
Right.
On the line here.
Pato's
boys.
got no one in front now, so he can just focus straight on Marcus Ericsson.
Oh my word, this is stressful.
What a race though! This is brilliant.
Come on, Pato.
Gap and a half.
Go on,
In
mate.
your sights, man. But Tony Kanaan's flying. Tony Kanaan's going like the clappers. His last speed average as well, over a mile an hour quicker than O'Ward. But then O'Ward over a mile an hour quicker than Ericsson. So it feels like they're starting to concertina here a bit. 1 mile an hour at a time.
Oh, they're getting hype.
Oof.
3 seconds back.
I'm like just watching that delta.
Come on,
See,
Pat.
yeah.
Come on, son.
We're all just glued to the Delta.
Yeah.
She's just
It's
out there in
dropping,
black
but
in this weather. She must be roasting.
It is quite windy. Is it windy? Nah, not really, actually.
She's just staring at the sun.
She's like, why are you doing this?
Why haven't I got my sunglasses? Like everyone else.
She's dressing for the night, man. She's in for the long
She's
haul.
just staring at the sun, but she hasn't got any sunglasses on.
Is she praying? She's probably praying.
Maybe.
9 to go. Marcus Ericsson, 3 seconds clear
that
of Pato.
3 seconds
Pato's
is not dropping.
Come on, Pato.
Lord Ericsson.
Oh.
I don't know who to cheer for, a fellow Swede or McLaren.
Which Swede do you choose?
It's creeping down, but I don't think it's creeping down.
I don't think so.
It's
No.
only, yeah, you're getting a 10th sort of almost per lap.
Yeah, that's nowhere near enough.
Oof.
Still though,
P2 and 4 are still
I was
solid
going to say, what a
results.
result though,
Yeah.
still. I think, what position did Montoya start? He started like
29th?
29th, right? Yeah.
It was
Massive.
So even
Nice 12th.
so for him to go to 14th, even then, that's still
Mad. How much that traffic
insane.
just broke
He's
this
like,
pack up.
what, 46?
Yeah, yeah.
Fair play to him.
On the sharp end of 40, I think.
Yeah. 7 laps to go.
Pato, it's down. It's creeping down.
It's
but
creeping down.
2.7. Still, what a result though.
Don't speak too soon, Matt.
I'm seeing caution. Caution. Has someone just spun it?
Oh, God.
Someone's crashed apparently. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
spice! Give me the spice!
Oh, on the
6
last
laps to
6
go.
laps, and this happens.
Oh, but I think he's
Things. Jimmy
Jimmy
Johnson.
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. He just recently pit, but I think he's
how
off
do
in a
you
good
hold
section.
the pack up, come out, and then crash?
I feel like this could end under yellows. I'm not going to lie. Unless there's a red flag.
Yeah,
2 laps off the racing.
he's all fine.
I feel like
He's
I've
all
seen the
good.
script somewhere
Yeah,
before.
he's moving. It's fine.
Where's Michael Massey? No, Michael, no!
6 to go.
There's me like, I think I've seen the
6 to
script somewhere
go. The
before.
hero.
I think I've seen this one before.
6 to go. It's a blue car as well.
Well, and then also he's done a good job to getting it in the infield, so it's not on any of the racing area or anything.
Yeah, I do wonder.
Just
Yeah,
to
whether
sweep
they're
the track up.
Justin Johnson's all good.
6 to go.
2 or 3 laps. I reckon this would be an
So close
absolutely
and yet so far.
crazy end to the race.
Must be frustrating
Tony
to do
Kanaan.
194 laps and then be like, oh, well, guess I'll just finish here.
Yeah.
Well, we tried.
He got most of the experience.
So what's happened here?
So Jimmy's
On the
quite close to
throttle.
the car ahead.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, too much. Oh,
Yeah, remember he did like
yeah. Tipped it on the inside.
Yeah.
too deep.
when we were watching him before. I said to you he touched the inside a little bit. He was just playing a bit too much, playing too close to fire there.
Yeah.
And he just on that one he went too
Now we
much.
see why we don't do that. He's sending it. He's
Just off camber.
trying to.
Yeah. Completely wrong line, unfortunately, but spectacular images though. Look at
You only
that.
have to be a few millimetres offline and then boom,
Look at that.
Trying to force his way up the pack.
Yeah.
210,
Damn,
15
DJ
miles an hour.
Collins.
I heard that as well. There was some weird noise in our ears, all at the same time.
Yeah. But no one wanted to mention it in case it's just
Professionals, you know.
Red flag. Red flag. I think it's a red flag.
Oh, Michael, no, Michael, no!
Wait. We haven't seen it on.
Hey!
Lights the flag finish.
Yeah.
Michael Lassie's in charge. Everyone in the crowd is cheering.
Laps
I've
to
seen
go.
this.
Wow.
I feel like this is what should have happened last season, but
Red
didn't
flag,
happen last
red
season.
flag.
They're stopping the count.
How do we want to finish this race, boys?
That's it. Everyone into the pits.
Now, is it the same rule?
5-lap sprint.
Now, is it the same rule as F1 where you can change your tyres in pits?
If they can, that's spicy.
I mean,
Very spicy.
well, yeah, because I
would
I
assume
guess
you
everyone
can.
would just
I would
do
assume
it,
you
wouldn't
can.
they?
Keep positions, fresh tyres.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Chat.
Hopefully the race director knows. That's what matters. Right? Oh wait. Hang on.
Oh, that's never going to end that. That's
Yeah,
just
I
going to be
know.
a thing for years to
It gotta
come.
be
Whilst
mean,
we
doesn't
wait for the red flag, what was your verdict on the nerds?
Terrible.
Oh, I haven't tried them actually.
Just rubbish.
Good luck trying to
Pointless
put onto your
calories.
Thank you.
Pointless.
That's everything here,
Pointless. Yes.
except from the
Yeah,
beef
but if they're
jerky.
enjoyable, then yeah, it doesn't look. No one's pulling into their grid boxes, so I think they're just going to carry on as they are.
Oh, I need to
Nah, I'm not a fan.
get a tweet in.
Not a fan. Oh yeah, cheeky tweeting. Hashtag Shadow Watch if you want to let us know your favourite American snack, or who's going to win the Indy 500.
I'm gonna check Twitter now.
Because we've got 4 laps to go. So hashtag Shadow Watch.
my
Do
sister.
it. B&Q it. Your sister. Family chat. Are you at McLaren?
And we're about to have a quick look at our bingo.
She's in at McLaren. Oh, by the way, I'm at McLaren today.
Completely
Just
forgot to tell
another
them.
day in the life of Dirk, you know? It's just the way it goes.
Also, whilst we got this red flag, why don't we have a quick look at our bingo as well? The only thing we haven't got yet is celebrity being spotted.
NG. I mean, it's gonna be the checkered flag.
Chat, have we seen
I don't know.
any
Well,
celebs?
is Marcus Ericsson's girlfriend
I don't
a
think that-
celebrity?
I was going to say, I don't think she is, unfortunately. But maybe they might use this red flag.
Girlfriend.
Maybe they might use this red flag to try and see if there's any celebrities around in the paddock.
Yeah, we need someone who's not affiliated with motorsport in any way, shape,
Yeah,
or
who's
form.
not a racing driver.
Yeah, who's not affiliated directly, has got the invite.
Like
because
if
they
we
wanted
see
something to
Zach
do.
Brown, like he is a celebrity,
Yeah,
but I think
to us.
it's kind of cheating. I think we want like a singer or or an actor or
Celebrities
whomever.
would have been featured pre-race.
Oh, we missed the celebrities.
The car looks like it's been through mud.
I mean,
And it's just rubber.
there's so many dead flies. You know, like after you've driven, like gone up the motorway, afterwards you just come. I mean, this is like that to the next level. What chance has the fly got when you're coming at 220 miles an hour?
That's crazy, all that rubber.
Do they do the same thing as they do in World Endurance? That if you've won it, they cover it in clear coat lacquer, so they keep it preserved as is.
Oh my God. Look.
Maybe that'd be cool.
Again, how do you know these things?
Well, no, it's quite a big thing in WEC.
program.
Yeah, so
had
if you win
Aston
the
Martin that won
endurance,
Le
like the 24 hours of Nürburgring or wherever it might
Yeah.
be, the winning car is tradition to leave it as is and cover it in a clear coat of lacquer. So then
Wrap it.
You wrap it with the dirt inside, so you can anyone who watches it or looks at the car can see the history of how it's done.
I have seen the Le Mans car, the Le Mans winning car, and it was literally like, it was still like filthy. And I was like,
Exactly that reason. It shows that they've won it, and that's how they were able to do that.
Right, boys.
the more you learn.
4 to go. It's anyone's race now.
Montoya's gonna win, boys.
Montoya
thinking?
P12.
you got-
I'm going to keep.
Marcus Ericsson, Pato O'Ward, Tony Kanaan, Felix Rosenqvist,
think-
Alexander Rossi, Simon Pagenaud, Connor Daly.
I think
Alex
if Pato nails this race restart, which we've seen him do in the previous restarts
Maybe.
we've had here, I think, yeah. Because, yeah, he's not, as you said before, he's not having to punch a hole in the air. Like, he can just use that slipstring, get that
Yeah.
slingshot,
The
and
thing
then
is,
get straight in front.
I think it will change a few times. I
Yeah,
feel like
I
it will
can see it
even
changing.
just 3 laps.
But
I
there's
think
only
it will.
4 laps. Well, it'll be 3 laps.
I imagine they'll
on the
do
race,
one
yeah.
safety car, right? Set up lap and then punch it. I guess
Yeah.
they'll go out.
Someone rightfully said in the chat, they can work on the car, but not until everyone is moved up to where they are now. Kind of similar to F1, and I guess they
Yeah,
can
so you
make
can get stuff out of the radiator in
But
in
they haven't-
intakes, but
would you want to change the tyres, though? I can't imagine. I can imagine scrub tyres are going to be better off than fresh tyres. when they
Probably
get
not.
swapped in.
You want you want that bit of temperature probably. don't you?
Yeah.
But
I think the main thing, is just clearing out anything that might be blocking the
tell you
air
what,
intakes or the radiators.
Alexander Rossi, P5, he's done a phenomenal job coming from where he started. I feel like, come on, Pato, please. Just McLaren, come on. Come on, please.
So for anyone that's just dropping into the stream, that's wondering what's going on. Got
Now that Takuma's out, I'm like, come on, full Pato and Felix, of course.
4 laps of racing. No, so 3 laps of racing, 4 laps to go. Got Pato Ward P2, Rosenfest P4, Montoya P12, and it's going to be an absolute blistering end to this race, actually.
We've got the sprint finish that we all wanted.
This is gonna be crazy.
I think we can all agree this has been such an eventful Indy 500,
Yeah,
especially for you guys who are watching it probably for the first time,
Yeah.
all
Yes.
the way through. Like, what a great one to have, and especially also what a great race to come back after 2 years of not having it due to COVID. We had the virtual Indy 500, but now to actually have it here, what a celebration of the
Yeah.
event. So
Really
cool
cool.
to see.
It's definitely.
I want to see that milk.
Still, I'm not going to get over that. This is definitely being like
Give me the milk.
Show me the milk.
for a first race in like properly from start to finish. This has definitely been. I'm not like completely unknown to it, but it's been really nice to kind of unfold the full thing.
That McLaren just looks mean. Pato's McLaren looks so sick.
I've always said the McLaren looks aggressive.
So good.
Man.
What I reckon as well,
black
with
base,
the Lego Formula 1 car, I'm sure you can do enough modifications with Lego bits to then make a IndyCar version easily.
you?
I'm sure you can.
I know Mark Lane, who works at Alpine, bought that and then has covered it in stickers to make it look like an Alpine. Which is quite funny.
Copying the OG and the greats.
That's a lot of stickers.
Yeah.
Nothing original.
Yeah. Oh, fair play to him. He printed it all off himself at home, I imagine, and it actually looks pretty
the
smart.
raced Indy 500 the last 2 years, no fans in 2020 and limited fans in 2021 apparently. It's the opposite of a massive moment because they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and Latifi was the plant last time. Now it's Jimmy Johnson to bring on the sprint finish. It's good. Look, it's going to be one hell of a, because it was kind of looking that Marcus was looking pretty comfortable. So now it's anyone's.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. It's a race of attrition. You could be Alex Palou, P8. He's got a chance.
He's done very well to come back up.
Anyone in that top 10, don't write him off.
Where's Scott Dixon at?
Well, unfortunately, his penalty came at the worst time because he got his drive-through, didn't he? So he's down and out, unfortunately.
23rd.
I've got to say, I think that's probably, you think that Scott Dixon pretty much led most of the race. In terms of deserved, it's Scott. You wouldn't have complained about him winning from a deserved point of view.
It is his own mistake, though,
Unfortunately.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Put him out.
It's just fine margins, isn't it? I'll be interested to see how much Scott Dixon exceeded the speed limit by. You know what I mean? Like what the margin for error was.
The person asking, Christian Lundgaard, is currently P19 on the standings.
I think he's moved up over the course of the race, but
I'm also quite surprised actually how quickly that penalty came in for Scott Dixon. That they literally must have had someone there with a gun being like, "Oh, break the speed
maybe
limit."
it's just
told them straight away. Possibly,
like a speed camera at entrance, you know. So then, boom, penalty done, automated, no nonsense.
IndyCar is like
2-lap shootout.
And F1 had
2-lap
Maybe
shootout.
They're going to go out, do a loop, and then 2-lap shootout.
Ooh! He did that in unison then. Oh dear.
That can't be the drivers they're interviewing.
This is stress, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting Abu Dhabi flashbacks in terms of the stress levels. I'm not gonna
This
lie.
is one of those.
I'm not gonna lie. It's one of them. It's one of them. I bet you'd be glad if you did tune in for your first Indy 500. And don't forget to follow the McLaren Shadow Twitch channel, by the way. Do it. Doesn't cost anything. It's free. You might as well. It's free. How many followers you got on Twitch now, Dirk?
I'm approaching 20,000.
Oh wow.
Numbers.
It's grown crazy.
Numbers to this game.
And that's been a steady one as well. I haven't been pushing. I'm about to start pushing.
It's like a slow sort of build up, and now it's a proper.
Yeah, that's
big
just a
audience
stable.
there.
But the new game's out, and I'm trying to take over your area, mate.
True.
YouTube.
True, you are, yeah. I'm
Watch your back,
a
man.
bit uncomfortable with your presence, but it's fine. I've got a few aces up my sleeve, though. Don't you worry.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
You're the best at You're on fire, mate.
I didn't realise
views is your video now?
I didn't actually know you did YouTube until the other week.
Yeah,
And I checked
literally.
out and I was like, yeah, what? How's no one mentioned
The
this?
Tom Scott of Formula One, right?
Literally, that's what I literally got a text by James Blunt from
James
Cody.
Blunt.
James Blunt.
Not
doesn't
James
sing,
Blunt. James Bryant from Codemasters.
Yeah?
Literally said that, messaged me saying you're the Tom Scott of motorsport. It's what everyone keeps saying, so I'm just running with it now. So.
I just never, yeah.
Got to own it, mate.
Yeah.
Got to own it.
Very humble and just let it slide under the radar and then boom.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't want to just shout about it every time. I'd be like, oh, hey, by the way, you've got a YouTube channel? I've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I know this is our first time meeting, but I've got a YouTube channel. It's really good.
Shameless marketing.
Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Exactly that.
Oh, can we do predictions in the Twitch chat? Can we run a
Yeah,
prediction?
come on.
Yeah.
2-lap sprint.
Yeah, top
Get 'em
10.
in the chat. Come on.
Prediction.
Name, give
top
your
10.
name, full caps.
And we could, because I know they've put a new feature where you can add as many as you
You know
can.
what? I'm going to do a quick tweet as well to try and get people in, get them in the chat, because we've got a few laps of racing left. This is going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Put in.
I might do a little
Spam them all
retweet
into the
tomorrow,
chat.
this week.
Top 10 list of drivers. Let's see who you put your money on.
Sprint finish.
Wait, who's this? Who's this? Is this a girlfriend again?
That's a girlfriend, not celebrity. No offense.
So harsh. she's just one of us. It's,
Sorry, are you
finish.
dating a racing?
Where's DJ Khaled, man? He must be there.
I think they're about to get going again. They're clearing the grid. Let's have a look.
Clean
I'm tweeting
those
as quickly as I
tyres up
can.
here.
I wanna. Look like.
Right, sprint finish, people. Get on over.
Come on.
The commentator said they'll be on pins and needles, literally. That's not how literally works, though.
Yeah, I was going to say
There you go.
That's not how literally works.
That's literally. Yeah, it's going to be cold tyres. It's going to be 2 laps.
Yep.
This is what motorsport's all about.
Right, I'm going to try and get some people in.
Okay.
This is how hard you should have been.
106
That's what I wanna
running of
see.
the Indy 500, and it's coming down to 2 laps.
Predictions.
Right, guys, do your
up in the
predictions in the
chat.
chat.
Oh, Carpenter's car's dead.
Oh, that is a shame.
That's his team as well. Yeah, that's peak.
That is so
The
unfortunate.
boss is going to be fuming because it's literally the driver.
All right, boys. Predictions are up.
Oh, he's going to be in
Make
the,
sure you get your votes in.
the back.
Use those channel points.
Right, boys, I'm going to get some people in. Give us a quick
Predicciones.
smile. Right, getting all them in.
Come on.
Off
Come
he
on.
goes. Well, he just lost a bunch of places.
Come on, Pato. Come on, Felix. Come on, Juan Pablo Montoya for P12. Wins.
That's a victory in itself, man.
Here we go.
Blame me.
Right, get your predictions in the chat, guys.
I feel like
A lot of
I've
Pato love.
been
I don't want to eat this Twinkie.
What could have been.
We want the Twinkie to be eaten.
Marcus is going to be. If
was
Marcus
so
doesn't
worried.
win this, he's going to be.
Everyone's warming up the
sash.
tyres.
1 to go at the line, and then we are lights out. Oh my days! It's actually coming down to this.
What a
It's a
race.
one-lap
What a
shootout.
race.
So is it 1 lap or 2
laps.
laps?
2 laps.
2 laps.
2 laps.
Pretty sure it's 2 laps.
So 1 lap
3 laps to
Just
go
letting the
now.
call-
of this, and then
Safety
2
car,
laps.
McLaren,
Oh, grass!
McLaren are currently second and fourth.
I know, but I don't know. He could still spin out.
I mean, yeah, Ericsson might hit him.
Tyres up.
You don't need to be on the
Ericsson's
grass.
ahead of him, and he might hit him. You know.
Yeah. McLaren are in second, fourth, and 11th at the
It's gonna be 2
moment.
laps of absolute
This could be
manic
something
chaos.
huge.
Question is, can Powell actually edge this and then just get this? Can this be a 1-2?
Ericsson, Award,
McLaren
Kanan,
finish.
Rosenqvist, Rossi,
hands are
Pagano,
sweating.
Daly, Palou, Castroneves, Ferrucci, Montoya.
Where's the line? Where's the
All got
line?
a chance.
Here we go.
Oh, it's going to be juicy.
Ericsson just Powell's right on him, and he's not letting him get away.
Ericsson
He's
can
not,
choose
he's not
when to
letting him
go,
sleep
whenever
on
he
this.
Come on,
wants.
Felix.
He is not
Come on,
sleeping on this
Pato.
at all.
Anyone, you can choose when to go.
No one's getting caught. Look at that. Look at the gap.
Oh, he's right up his behind.
And
Go
he's
on.
Here we go,
There
Green
we
Mason.
go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Two lap shootout.
go! For the 106
Go on,
running in the
Pato.
500s.
They're weaving like mad.
Weaving,
Oh, he's trying to break
weaving.
that.
Oh!
Felix,
Kanan!
go on.
Felix is right.
Go on,
Rosenqvist.
Go on,
Go
hold
on.
it, hold that line.
Hold the line, hold the line.
Kanan's got Felix.
Hold on, he's got him.
Ooh, Kanan's got
Max,
to get back.
is building
These
that
four
gap.
seem to be
He's building that
checking out
gap.
kind of Pato staying his slipstream. Oh my days.
Breaking that
Come on,
slipstream.
Pato.
Weaving,
Come on.
weaving.
One lap to go, boys.
Marcus
Ericsson's
is
weaving like a
weaving
madman.
so mad.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Come on, Pat. No, it's
Last
fun.
lap.
Come on, Pato.
Penultimate lap.
Come on, mate.
Come on, Pato. 0.278 behind.
Look at the weaving. Look at the weaving.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's going to get him. He's going to get him.
Outside.
He's on the outside. Get him.
Right.
Oh!
No. Oh, Pato's lost
He might be
momentum.
pulling
Yeah,
away.
he is.
Oh my God, he's got it.
away. He's pulling away. He's going to have that.
It's clean racing from both of them.
Oh.
He's still weaving. I think Ericsson's got it.
Final lap,
Felix
boys.
is still
Oh, that's
It's gonna
so
be
sick.
Felix
so close for the podium, though.
Caution.
Caution.
Caution. Finish.
That's it.
Someone's
Done.
gone out.
Ericsson wins.
There we
Marcus
go.
Ericsson wins the 2022 Indy 500.
Yeah, he's gonna have that.
Oh,
What a
man.
finish.
My boys, McLaren
finish.
second and fourth. Fair play.
Lovely that.
What a race.
So close.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Well,
Wow.
absolutely fair play.
Man,
That's
I mean,
brilliant. Oh, it's Kona Canal
That's
P3.
tough, man.
Oh, man.
that's tough to take.
That was a good lap.
That was so
Wow.
close.
That was close. That was, man.
Wow.
Marcus played
Oh, fair play.
Marcus played that to perfection, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's some brilliant racing.
But McLaren's second and fourth, that's so good for the team.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Really?
You
Great,
can't
but they're
spoil
going to
that
be
result.
kicking
Yeah.
themselves.
I can
there.
imagine.
So close
yeah.
again.
But to come from
the
seventh and eighth.
opportunities. Oh,
To come
that's
from
tough.
seven and eighth, though, brilliant.
That's tough.
And it was a Marcus Ericsson win. I feel like
That's
I'm not
tough.
disappointed by that.
GG's.
But no,
They gave us a great race.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was a spicy corner.
I'm just happy you don't have to eat a Twinkie.
Oh, I'm so happy I don't have to do that Twinkie.
Yeah, I was going to say you.
That's going
dodged it. Well
straight in
done.
the bin. Take that, production. No Twinkie for you.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
Mate, that's going to take some
Marcus
getting over.
Ericsson
Huh?
has earned that milk today.
No, fair play. Ericsson, fantastic job.
Yeah.
You know, he kept it. That's the thing. He wasn't. You know, he wasn't fighting with Palou. He wasn't fighting with Dixon. He wasn't kind of exchanging the lead at
came
the
out
start
of
of the
nowhere,
race.
yeah.
But he just kept up in that top 5, top 6, and that's what I mean. It's a race of attrition, traffic, made the most of it, and then
Yeah. Played it smart.
that sprint at the end. I mean, that can go either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he placed his cars. I mean, so much weaving. I didn't realise how much weaving's allowed in Indy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was mad.
That was wild.
Yeah,
One of those.
Well, I guess technically they're not moving under braking.
No, there is no breaking. Yeah.
That is true.
Send all the
That
way.
is true.
But well
We got
defended
Husky,
though.
Husky Chocolate's actually really nice.
Husky chocolate, yeah.
Ex-McLaren sponsors, by the
They
way.
are,
In
yeah.
F1, remember? Used to be
Last
on the rear
season.
wing.
Other chocolates are available.
Well, yeah, but that's the one on screen.
I'm just being
Mr.
brand safe.
Production.
Being brand safe on the branded channel.
In case you weren't aware.
Production, I see ya, I've
Other
got ya.
chocolate.
If they wanted brand safe, okay? That's not me. But we're all safe.
There is other chocolate out
There
there.
are, yeah, I mean, it's
Other
can
chocolates
find
are available.
If you really
fair
look,
play.
you'll find alternative
He
choices.
won the race, so... what milk did he get? I don't know what milk.
Oh, here's the bagpipes.
Oh, where did milk at? Give me that
It's not
dairy.
Scottish, it's Swedish.
Oh, what sort of milk's he gone for?
That's
So
all right, I
that's the
don't know.
question being asked at the moment. I know. What sort of milk's he gone for?
Oh,
for
fair
the win?
play. I'm happy for it. Because Marcus is one of those, you know, he finishes his F1 career 2018 pretty convincingly beaten by Charles Leclerc. Not a good look. You know, leaves on a bit of a low, goes to IndyCar. He's been a stalwart, you know, IndyCar for years now. And
Do you know what that means?
That's in the
Charles
Indy
Leclerc, Indy 500 champion to be confirmed.
Yeah. We've had an insight into the future.
to see it. Would love to see it. It is kind of a shame that it's a shame that they can't alternate the weekends so that F1 drivers could, if they wanted to, race in the Indy 500. It's the same weekend as Monaco, so you're having to hemorrhage points in that race, aren't you? If you wanted to do it. Because otherwise, like Fernando missed Monaco
Yeah.
to race it with Jensen taking his seat. So, right, bingo time.
still haven't
Is there a celebrity on screen?
We'll have a look now.
I feel like
Maybe this is the opportunity where they're going to use a load of crowd shots celebrating his win. Maybe this is the opportunity that we're going to see a celebrity.
I did see Zinedine Zidane at Monaco earlier, but I don't think that counts. So
That's the wrong race.
Look at that! Look at that mascot behind.
that's a
Love
that's
that.
a vibey
Have
mascot.
a look.
Yeah, I mean,
Right, everyone, keep your
That's the helmet I need.
celebrities,
That's the helmet I
yeah, I
need.
mean,
Chat, you're gonna have to help us out here.
that still wouldn't fit on my head. It's far too big for that.
Wait, is that an elevator?
It
yeah,
is.
The car's been elevated. That's
It's like,
sick.
it's like Mexico, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the lift.
Raising through the floor.
Did
Well,
that Grand Prix? I can't remember which one it was, where they put the car on the podium with them. I can't remember what it was.
yeah, Mexico.
Was it Mexico?
Mexico,
Yeah.
in the stadium.
Yeah.
I love that. It's brilliant.
I'm
Look at
happy
the
for
smoke.
Marcus, but
Yeah.
it's what could have been because Poe winning would have been fantastic.
Spot the celebrity.
Fantastic.
Spot the celebrity.
Right.
Right.
Boys.
Lundgaard and who's that? My eyes deceiving. DeFrancesco? Where did they finish? We can't see. We can't see the
Not
result
sure.
anymore.
Don't know the final. It's not showing it on screen. Boys, we'll wrap it up here. What did we think? Dirk, you first, mate. First Indy 500 full.
First, Indy 500 in full. I feel like I was treated. I feel like this is as juicy as it gets for me, and I've had a brilliant time, to be fair. Also enjoyed it with you boys, discussing it. I learned a lot from you, like, actually, with the pub quiz trivia that you had. No, it was brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. As I said, my respect for all racing is a shot through the roof. I think there's so much more in it that we don't respect over in the F1 side.
That was mad. What do you think? Happy?
I think the racing distracted me from the fact that you guys all deep-throated Twinkies. So I managed to remove the image
it was me
from my mind.
Something I never think I'd be heard said on the McLaren social
Remove
chat.
the image from my mind for the great racing we had, especially towards the end there.
I'm sure Matt will gladly deal with your Twinkie after this race. Matt, what did you think?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, like, for us, like, we don't get to see IndyCar that much. It's on the across the pond from us, so literally just due to like things like time zones, we miss out on great racing like this. But I'm glad that like you guys get to see Indy 500 in this form. This has been one of the best races I can think of in like quite a long while. Like, we've had races last year and the year before, but we didn't have any crowds, and to have it all kind of back to normal now. What a great one to come back to, especially with that sellout crowd. So
yeah, that's the thing. The full crowd, like, that's part of Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
250,000 people on that day. That's insane. So super happy. Like, Marcus wins. So close for McLaren. Pat all P2. Felix was P4 in the end, wasn't he?
yes,
Yes, he was. Came up
So
behind.
look, like you say, Matt.
Look at the trophy, it's got all the heads on it.
Oh my God, as it actually.
It literally
got
has
the heads
all the
on.
people's heads on it.
That's actually.
Marcus,
The many-faced
can you just move out the way
trophy.
real quick. Can I see the trophy?
Yeah, Marcus, get out of the way. No one cares about. We want to look at the trophy.
Marcus, move out the way. Has it
Back
actually
in the
got heads
car.
on? Because we talked about that earlier.
He's going to get given the trophy.
Is it?
Oh, there's the milk.
There's the
No, we've got
milk.
to see the milk. Hang on, milk is having it. What's it?
Oh.
What's it? I can't see whether
Winners
it's
drink
whole or
milk.
and he chucks it over his head.
Oh, that must feel so good though.
It must feel great because it's hot, but it must smell.
See the heads,
after
the
it.
heads.
The heads. There's heads. There's heads.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They're really tiny though. They're like
Loads of them, look.
Yeah.
That's a
That
weird
is
trophy to have, though.
freaky, man.
Yeah, like yay big.
It's like 200 heads on there.
Yeah.
So it's confirmed the heads are on the trophy. We'll wrap it there. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone who's followed the stream. It's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow McLaren Shadow on Twitch, Twitter. Follow all of us on our various platforms. I'm sure you'll be able to find us if you look hard enough, if you really care, if you love us enough. Thank you everyone for watching. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Cheers everyone.
Bye.
It's been a pleasure.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Arrivederci.